Wow. So a lot has happened today, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna play some music while we wait. We're live.
Okay.
But I promise I won't rush on you. I'll take my time on you. I got you screaming. I got you screaming. I got you screaming.
Shorty, tell me what you need, tell me what you need. Shorty, meet me at the room, yeah. Number 2410. Baby, come by when you're ready. Leave the door unlocked for the ice and the Henny. Number 2410. Shorty, meet me at the room, yeah. Number 2410.
I just want to say peace to everybody on the panel. Hey, Moshe, y'all. Peace to you, sister. I'm not gonna play the whole song because y'all are here now. I thought I was gonna have to play the music while we wait, but the sister Moshe Yazayon is here. DJ Genesis is here, and we're gonna have Sister Oya join us soon. Of course, I want to say peace to the audience, the humble audience who are here. You know, the ones who are here right now. Peace, assalamu alaikum, hotep, namaste, jambo, shalom, shalom. All the greetings of love and light to the darkest, most beautiful minds of the light. So, we're gonna start off talking about nature, boy. We're all good with that, right? Because Genesis has some stuff to share. If you don't know about it, I talked about it earlier today. I was pop locking and break dancing over the verdict. He is guilty. Awesome, beautiful. Another predator, another cult predator off the streets. We're just going to keep on going, right? So, without further ado, let me go ahead and move. First, let me say, Moshe Yah, can you hear me okay? You can unmute your mic. I don't know if you knew that you're muted.
Hey everyone, peace and blessings. I can hear you, sis.
Peace, beautiful sister. Okay, and then we have, and you can pull some scriptures on this too. We're not going to hold back because we're going to go in on him tonight, and we're going to talk about everything else that falls in between. But Genesis, can you unmute your mic?
Okay, so we're just gonna I'm just gonna play the one thing.
I want you to say peace to my audience. Oh my God.
Peace, audience, peace, everybody, to the darkness, minds of the light, right?
Right. And what do you say on your channel?
I say for bringing darkness to light.
Awesome. Bringing light to darkness and darkness to light.
Darkness, just bringing darkness to light. Did you are you gonna join?
Yeah, I'm just using the toilet.
Right. So let's go right into it. Moshe, I don't know. Moshe, yeah, I don't know if you've seen this, but the sister's gonna show us, Genesis is gonna show us some footage. You want to screen share it?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna add it, and we're good now. Remember, fair use YouTube. Don't play with me right now. This is monumental. But really, YouTube, fair use. This is from YouTube though, or you already exported it?
Well, this is like the news. So I don't know if
okay.
Is that okay? Like, is the news fair use? Like, I don't know.
We'll see. I told you the situation. You think I'm playing?
Okay. Well, we'll just play
if I get a strike on my channel, I'm gonna kick the door in at your place. No, because I don't know why. I think it'll be okay for news because this is news, but I prefer for you to play it.
We won't show the. Why don't we just not show the image? Can we just
or we can play it off of a different device if you just give it to me. Don't play it. Let me take it down.
Okay.
I can go to it. I'll go to it on the device or no. on a different device.
Yeah, you can. Hold on, let me.
Okay, so tell me what it was,
All right,
or you can send it to me.
I'm gonna send it to you in your email.
Because basically, while you get that to me, let me talk to Moshe a bit. Moshe, when did you find out about who Nature Boy is? And thank.
Oh my goodness. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, talk on it.
So I recently found out yesterday, to be honest. People were telling me about him, but I just never looked. I never took the time to look because I was just going with ministry and with with everyone all over in New York and with family, and I just kept going. And when I seen, I'm like, whoa. But the amazing thing is I see this a lot. I see this a lot in the community, in the Hebrew Israelite community. And so this is not new to me, but just the extent of how far it has gone. I feel like the creator has sorry y'all, I'm in the city, so it's very loud here in New York. But so you may hear like train
No, you're
background.
good. You're good.
But this is just, I mean, it's so shocking that it went this far. But you know what? I realized, because I was up till like 6 a.m. just researching. And I'm like, what? I've missed so much. I feel like the creator kept me away from all of this because I would have been obsessed, constantly praying for these women. I do see a lot of growth in Velvet. And I'm like, wow, something positive seems to have came out of this. And I'm praying that everyone, because I mean they were so vulnerable, trying to find this sense of community or this sense of purpose. So this is just wow.
Well,
But now he's
Genesis,
convicted.
excuse me, Moshe, when you bring up Velvet, Genesis helped Velvet in like a moment. Velvet lived at Genesis' home for a while, right?
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Genesis, right? Talk
yes,
to us
she
about that.
did. And I would say this is that when she did stay with me, um, she was actually a very, very sweet young woman. You know what I'm saying? She
Wow.
just was trying to do the best for her child. She cared about her little babies. She made sure, she was a great mom. She brought a lot of like, great energy to the house. Unfortunately, I had other people there, and that kind of like whatever their history was kind of interfered with like the whole situation.
You got to be
And
clear. Other carbonation. These are people from
other former
Nature.
members, yeah, other
Yeah, well,
former.
Nature Boy. I just want to tell Moshe that's his name of his cult, Carbonation. So Genesis took in like Genesis was like the halfway house for Carbonation.
Oh my goodness.
I
Such a
mean, right?
light. God bless you,
Well,
Genesis.
I
That's
wasn't really trying to
amazing.
even be a halfway house. I was really just trying to
But she became one though.
I end up being one, by proxy, because of like just
This is
yeah.
amazing. This is
She
amazing.
helped
And
a
so
lot of carbonation people, at least four. For what was it?
Well, yeah, about
Solar,
Solar, Velvet, and Shaka and his wife. Yeah.
Shaka, his wife, and then that other one.
wow. And they
Well,
So
seem
anyway, did you send me the link? I wanted Genesis. Did you
I'm
send me
trying
the
to find it. For some reason, I can't find it now. But
my goodness.
I do have the video that I did get the. So
this
I'm gonna
one?
see if we can play it and just like show the.
I'll get it. Sex cult leader Eligio sentenced. I got it. Okay, so let me get that. So yeah, it's crazy. So it's beautiful. It's good. I'm happy because I told
Amazing.
the story about what happened on where we, you know, talked to him, confronted him, and then it was just a little bit later, Genesis,
Yeah,
when I think it was a day later when he did that to Janae.
that's crazy, right?
She said she's like she said she was motivated like yeah.
Right.
So here it is. Sex cult leader Eligio Bishop sentenced to life. Let's go ahead and I'm going to play it on my phone. So here it is, everybody. That's an ad.
Count one, how does the jury find? Count one is rape. Guilty.
A guilty verdict on all charges against an alleged cult leader accused of raping a follower who tried to escape. Good evening, I'm Russ Spencer.
I'm Courtney Bryant. Jurors in DeKalb County came back with 5 guilty verdicts against alleged sex cult leader Eligio Bishop. But he wasn't even in the courtroom to hear the verdict.
Fox 5's Tyler Fingert has been following this trial since the beginning. He joins us now with a closer look at that verdict and the sentence Bishop will face. Tyler?
Yeah, Russ, good evening to you. Alleged cult leader Eligio Bishop is now a convicted rapist, and just moments ago, the judge sentenced him to life without the possibility of parole.
Bless God.
I understand that you all have reached a verdict, is that correct?
After about 6 hours of deliberations, a DeKalb County jury found alleged cult leader Eligio Bishop guilty of all 5 charges he faced, including rape and false imprisonment.
Guilty.
The jury found Bishop raped a former group member as she tried to escape the alleged cult Carbon Nation and then posted revenge porn of the woman online. Bishop wasn't in the courtroom for the verdict because of COVID concerns, but watched from the DeKalb County jail and let out an audible noise before the judge ordered his mic off.
All right. Go ahead and mute courtroom C, please.
A woman who has covered the group online for years believes the jury got it right.
I believe that it's a just verdict. I believe that the courtroom today was very quiet and somber.
Following the verdict, Judge Stacey Heydrich moved right into the sentencing hearing where Bishop's victims testified. He appeared to make fun of them.
He said my soul belonged to him, and there was absolutely no saying no to him. You were archived. Now you're a prisoner, but you imprisoned us.
Bishop then addressed the judge.
I forgive you. And I still love you.
And the judge said she would have been lenient if it wasn't for how he acted during the trial. He was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. Judge Stacey Heydrich called him a, quote, master manipulator and a narcissist.
Tell it, girl.
We're live in DeKalb County tonight. Tyler Fingert, Fox 5 News.
Wow, Tyler, thanks.
If he would have just sat his behind down and shut the fuck up,
no,
but couldn't do it.
Right?
Why would you do
It
that?
was impossible for him to just shut up.
He's evil, and I'm
the whole
happy.
time the victim impact statements was going on.
So find him, but I want to say this. Okay, so I'm going to show the video of when he came on. I'm going to tell the background story. I tell it, and now it feels so good to tell it. So Sonetter, one day, he says, Napah, because first off, Sonetter, all of these people came. They see, this is why the HOK is always getting all the flack. They all come through the HOK. Good, bad, ugly. And Sonetter, just like with young Pharaoh, just like polite, just like all, and good teachers like, Professor James Small, even though, yes, he's established outside of HOK, he came through. Phil Valentine, Sarah Sutton-Seti, who else? Name everybody who's teaching. Zion Lex, to Captain Chazariak, me, anybody who came through, Jabari, everybody comes through the HOK. If if you're a teacher, Moshe Yah just recently came through the HOK. So people are like, oh, HOK, you got all these crazy cult leaders. The sad part is a lot of these people are in the community saying that they're God and saying, they're predators, right? So I preface that to say Sonetter basically discovered Nature Boy like he does a lot of people. And he said, he hadn't seen Nature Boy for a while. Nature Boy was doing Carbon Nation. He was doing all his stuff, his things, doing all his victimizing, building himself up. And he wasn't trying to go through Sonetter because he was already amassing followers on a different platform besides YouTube. So if I'm wrong, anybody jump in and say, no, Napah's not like that. But this is what I know. So one day Sonetter tells me, oh, Napah, guess who contacted me? And I go, who? He says, oh, Nature Boy. And he said, Nature Boy. I said, Nature Boy, wow. And we hadn't really been looking at the real depth of his evil. I mean, we knew that he was mental and we knew all the beef between him and Pharaoh. But we didn't, even though I was subscribed to the T, I believe that was a sister that has the T. She's always doing all the stuff on Carbon Nation since the beginning. And shout out to Sister Ray, who also has covered some stuff on Carbon Nation. But anyway, digress. So Sonetter's like, Nature Boy. I was like, well, Nature Boy, what does he want? He goes, well, he's new. He's not Nature Boy anymore. He told me he's 3 God. And he wants to show it, HOK. Whenever they want to promote something big, they want to go through the HOK. Hey, Sonetter, I have a book. Hey, Sonetter, I have a new movement. So he's like, I want to come in and I want to show people that I'm not Nature Boy anymore. I'm 3 God. And I'm like, no, whatever, 3 God, narcissist, whatever. But I didn't know the depth. Again, I'm going to say I had not gone in depth researching him. So that's when I said, okay, you're going to interview him. I'm going to go, like I always do with every person we're going to interview. I start researching him. When I saw what was going on and how he's treating those women and those men, but the women, I was unhinged. I contact Sonetter. I was like, Sonetter, we can't do anything for this guy. At first, I remember saying that. That's what I recall. And he's like, no, baby, I'm bringing him on. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be, he's crazy. Everybody knows he's crazy. I said, no, Sonetter hadn't seen it either. I said, he's evil. He is abusing these women. These people are being. It was so evil. Telling Fufu to have 2 abortions, breaking up marriages and reunions, taking just the evil, making those women physically assault each other, the mind games. And so I said, well, if he comes on, I'm going to go in on him. We have to. He's like, Napah, I don't know. I don't want to really scare him off. These men are weak when you start coming at them. I said, no, Sonetter, you trust me. We got to find a way to do this. You know how to do it. You know how to Sonetter's good at the wording and drawing them in. And I said, okay. He said, okay, we'll do it. We'll do it. I got all the videos ready. He came in just being a piece of like he is. And just the way he was treating the women was already showing. And I showed it on your channel, Genesis. I could pull it up a little bit and show it again on my channel, but I'm gonna let you guys go. But the point was, I asked him, like, you're a God, but I asked him, I was like, what about the women? What are they? And he didn't have an answer really. He just tried to fly off the fly. He's like, oh, they're Orishas. I said, oh, really? The next day, you could tell that he was scrambling to hold them in their lock them in because they broke programming. Because I know there were a couple of them in Terry, of course. I think Malia as well. They're like, yeah, are we goddesses? What's up? I could see them saying that because he said, okay, I'm choosing one of you as a goddess. Right after I had asked him, well, are they goddesses? And I'm not like tooting my horn. I'm excited that I had access to them for that moment. And I praise the unfathomable Most High that I had a moment to say, what are you guys? What are you? You guys are goddesses, right? And so he told Terry, you're going to be the goddess. And then he did a mind game on them, like weird, like he had her sitting there and he's praising her 1 second. The next second he was playing a game with her, like, who do you think's the most handsome? And she being honest, she's like, well, you really want me to be honest? I'm just paraphrasing everything. And then she's like, well, Solar's handsome, blah, blah, blah. And that made him so angry. And then he basically was like, you're not going to be the goddess. F you. You're not going to be the goddess, saying some other man. I'm actually, I'm just like paraphrasing how everything went. That night, she was already, and again, I'm sorry, I can't remember what she exactly said, but she was like, thank you so much. I felt so good being on Sonetter and Napah. Thank you, Napah, for confronting him, showing the women. Like, I was like, you're nobody. You're not anybody. I said, these women are beautiful. They needed that. I was like, these women, get away from this guy. And she already was strong. I know she was already breaking program, but that was enough for her to be like, yeah, I'm out of here. And he broke this camel's back with the straw when he was like, oh, and try to humiliate her. And that night, she was like, I'm out of here. And that's when he raped her. He raped her that night. He raped her that night, right after the show, after they did the show. Isn't that crazy? I'm so excited for her. I love her, and I want to say peace and blessings to her. So anyway, that's the story that I'm so excited to be like just even the smallest, even and all the audience, all of us, not just me, all of us, the people were like, yeah, get him. The women that stayed, we love you still, and you're gonna be strong. Like how they were fighting for him. I was like saying they're gonna be okay because now they don't have to fight for him anymore. Now their program is broken. Yeah, people be like, well, they'll still be talking, but now they can be free. I was like, they can build their own thing. They can make the carbonation or change it, kill all that, make it pure, right? Start really doing good things. So I said a lot, but everybody was like, yeah, get Nature Boy. And I'm glad that he's going to prison for the rest of his life. He'll be fine there. There's so many women, transsexuals. He said transsexuals are more. Moshe, I know
Yeah.
Jesus. He said transsexual women, and I'm not knocking my transsexual sisters
Yeah.
because they call themselves sisters.
Are more
I'm
women.
not, I'm not
Better
knocking.
women.
He said there are more women than natural women.
Wow.
So now he's in heaven. He's in heaven with transsexual women.
Yeah.
Men can massage his feet. He can
Right.
boss people around. So that's what he needs.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I think it's ironic he had a female judge and she had like a pink mug. And I've seen all of the symbolism with that. And I'm like, wow. And he tried his best. I mean, because I started binge watching this up until 6. So it's weird that I found out now. And then all of a sudden, boom, he's convicted. I'm coming to find out you guys knew about this for 8 years, like 6 years ago. I'm like, where was I? What in the world? So this is just wow. And I'm praying for the victims. And sad to say, even looking at his background, the darkness when he was a child, look at all of these problems we have in the world. It just makes you sad because it makes me think, how many more hymns are around or growing? And then the children that was around this. And I know so many, leaders that are, leading their children like this. It is just so, it's just a hurt cycle, darkness. And these kind of people try to dim the lights of others. It's like a Jezebel. Well, we call it here, in biblical terms, right? Jezebel spirit with the eunuchs. She had eunuchs that she, it's to dim the light. And they pushed her over the edge, though.
Like he actually told them something like that the men were going to be eunuchs and that he was going to be having like his daughter was going to be his wife. It was like a lot of weird like stuff. It just got very bizarre.
Yeah.
Yes.
Strange. But Napah, I did share with you the video that I wanted to with the impact statement.
Did you put it in the back chat? You put it in the private chat?
Oh, you know what? I could have did that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Then I can get it right from here, or I'll go to my email. I'll go to my email. You emailed it?
I'm about to send it to you right now.
But yeah, I'm so glad that you beautiful ladies are here. We could talk about this. Please go to. I see the victim statement. Go to Genesis channel, Alchemizing Energy, and Moshe Yah. Share your links for me. I got to give you a wrench, both of you.
Oh yes, and please share your link. The YouTube. I don't even know your channel, Napah, because Napah, I'm sitting here like, forgive me, y'all. It's like midnight in New York, but I just gotta say, shout out to you and Sonetta.
Oh yeah, coming up. Do you have the link? Oh yeah, she's in the chat.
Oh, I see it. I see it now.
Oh, you didn't send it? You didn't put the link?
I sent it to her.
I see it, ladies. Sorry.
Oh, you got my YouTube link?
Well, I want to show you. The reason why I want you to see this video.
Yes.
I'm gonna share. Okay, go ahead.
The reason I want you to because the judge said that she was going to be lenient at first, but when she saw how he behaved while the victims gave their victim impact statement, that set it off for her. So he basically fucked his own self up. Oh, sorry, my bad. He screwed his own self. Like, dude, first of all, he messed up by like saying he didn't want to be present. Well, I feel like I'm going to get COVID, right? That was the first mistake. The second mistake was that the whole time people are making their statements, you're over there talking mess. You're not listening, giving the people respect. He's just the whole time he was talking throughout the whole statement and almost like laughing and all kind of stuff. It's like, but see, if he was in court, he would have to remain some decorum about it. If he would have he messed up his own self. He's his own, like he just took a sword and just stuck it in his own because of.
But that's the spirit that needed to happen, aren't you? And so I'm happy. You're back in, Moshe. Okay. No, I'm happy. Thank you for their arrogance killing you. I love it. He's so arrogant. He's like, I'm not going to be in court while they do the verdict. That's why when he
Well,
was
not
laughing.
only is he not going to be in court, but they're going to have a camera on you, and you're going to be cutting up the whole time. People are crying. They're talking about you. I want you to just watch how he was behaving, and it was really
Yes.
bad. I was like, oh my god, really?
No empathy
Heart
at all.
and heart wrenching. They still say they forgive you, and you're over here while this statement is going on, acting like a dang on
I'm
monkey.
excited. And to the men who, before this all happened, before he came on Sonnetter and who thought who to the men who think that you could do this, I'm so happy. You're next. I keep saying that. You're next. You are next. You think this is a joke? You think revenge porn is a joke? You think making fun of women for hours and hours and hours on the internet is a joke? And you women who follow behind these men, you're gonna join. You're gonna be in prison as well. You're going to prison.
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
And
This is a big.
honestly, there's other people. Some of the people that really cover him. I'm not going to say any names. They have done the same thing, revenge stuff, as him. So I'm wondering if these women might come out. I'm not going to say the person's channel, but something about listen news in his past. He has done some revenge. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I
I
love
don't.
it.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm going to keep repeating. This is a milestone for social media and for women because you think it's fun to laugh at women's pain, laugh at women being sexualized and called whores and oh, revenge porn. Look at her, she loved it. I'm so happy because guess what happens when these cases present themselves and when they end and they're completed, lawyers can look. Guess what will help us put these people in prison, the rest of them. The lawyers can look at this case and say, well, Eligio so and so versus the state of Georgia, this also, your honor, if this could happen to Eligio, these people did exactly the same thing, your honor, and the court has to look at it and go, well, you're right, lock them up too. I'm excited. I'm excited. So with
It's
that
called
said,
a precedence, right?
huh?
It sets a precedent.
Precedent. Yeah, it sets a legal
This
precedent.
is actually history right here.
Yeah,
Yes.
This is a
and it's a
historical
legal
like
precedent.
verdict. Yeah. Wow.
It's not just a
Yes.
precedent, it's actually, oh, how can we not put these people in jail for doing what he did? See, it's about justice. So I'm letting you know.
Lawyers in the future are going to be able to bring this case up and say, on Eligio Bishop versus the Georgia State,
Yeah.
he
And to
or versus
Harkabay, who you did what you did to me, how you thought it was funny to sell those pictures and solar mine you to going, I'm gonna work on you going to prison. I already been trying to find you. Now this happened. I'm just calling you out. I can't wait to make sure that you go to prison as well. You thought it was funny. And all your friends who laughed at me and said, oh, she's a whore. Oh no. Well, again, we're gonna see you in night. Orange is the new black for you ninjas. Orange is the new black for you ninjas in the consciousness community who are abusing women. So with that said, I'm still looking up because I'm going to play it on.
yeah, it's asking if you put the StreamYard link in the chat because
Yes, let me get this down. And for any sister, not just my, I just called out I called out my offenders, but all women. You think it's funny to abuse women? You thought it was a game, huh? See, the sad part is you needed the white man to put you straight. You talk
yeah, the
about
Babylon judge,
Babylon.
yeah,
the Babylon judge, they had
Right.
yeah, you needed
I
them
have been
to bring
following
justice.
this since the very beginning, and it has gone from something that seemed like it was something genuine into a freaking train wreck. It's like,
Wow.
wow, you know what I'm saying? And I could
What seemed genuine?
when he first when he was first on YouTube, going to the grocery store, picking up vegetables, saying, I'm about to move to the tropics.
Yes.
First he seemed like a genuine person going down to the tropics, right? And then when he did, so I like had stepped away. Okay, he doing that. Then I look back. Okay, he got like he had white people and black people in this group, and they were going out. They were drinking water from the waterfalls and stuff. But then the white woman's mother had a BBC film crew come down while she came to get her daughter. That was like the beginning of the end. You know, when that happened, that brought a certain light to this whole situation. When them white people came and got they little their daughter, they said, "Oh, it's not gonna be Becky out here
Yes.
and doing that."
Okay,
Genesis.
ladies, go
Ge-
ahead. Go ahead,
I
Michelle.
wanted to say, and Genesis is a great point, sis, because when the crew came for the Canadian girl, they called her Sunray or something. The others, a few others, started telling the camera crew. They were like, wait a minute. Like one of the guys, he was like, I gave him all my money. He was like, we're supposed to be living natural, but there's a ping pong table. If we're not living materialistic, why is there a need? And all of this was just amazing how it unfolded. Like this is how it was supposed to happen. The one word that pops to mind is justice.
Justice, yes, thank you. Blessings, justice. I'm
Yes.
so overjoyed. And I say because listen, online, offline, there's a lot of people suffering in cults, men and women. But I'm gonna keep saying it, especially women. And we have people going around talking about how much they love women. They love women in these consciousness communities, black and white. You don't love women. You use women and you abuse women. And then you say, "Oh, I'm a feminist because I'm speaking up." You're a part of the problem. You're part of the problem. So, with that said, I think it's queued up to a certain. I'm going to have to show it like I did before. I dropped the link for you. Oh, yeah. Did you queue it up to 2203? Genesis. Genesis, are you
I'm
there?
talking and on mute. Okay, hold on.
So, do I start at the beginning?
Start about like 109.
1 minute and 9 seconds?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Wow. All right, let's mute out and let's listen to this.
Responded to any resistance from the women with whipping them
Hold
with
on,
a
hold
leather
on.
belt.
My bad. Wait. He's so foolish. I see him already acting a fool.
Looking like a damn idiot. You should. That's why I was like, we have to show this because what the world are you
I
doing?
just saw him bending and my grandmother.
He couldn't even. It was man.
My grandmother says bending and grinning. Oh, this is from Sonetta when we got this.
Not accept this shit.
We got this nigga.
No.
That's
they're
because
gonna play some
This was
music.
hilarious.
he's bugging out
After
like that because I busted his pinata, right?
But listen, they're gonna play music after that, so I don't think you want to play that part. Go back to 109 because
He
it
was
doesn't
so
start
mad.
exactly at the beginning. It starts right at like kind of halfway.
I got you. He was so mad. He said, "Son Knitter, you let your bitch run you." Because I was like, nigga, after I was going back and forth with him. Thank you, Lord, for that moment. Okay, anyway.
Anywhere by ourselves. I never would have joined if I knew that. I would live in fear every day, not knowing who he would hurt that day, who he would order us to hurt, or if I would be hurt that day. All it took was for someone to have what he would call an attitude, or for them to slightly resist him. He often responded to any resistance from the women with whipping them with a leather belt. Over and over, Rocky laughed and made the rest of us watch. He would make us lay flat on our stomachs while he walked around in a rage, taunting us, degrading us, kicking us, and stomping on us, beating us into submission. He said we were his property and that he could do anything he wanted to us. No one was coming to save us in these foreign countries. He said no one cared about black girls like us, not in America or anywhere else. If we told anyone, we would be being disloyal, betraying the Christ, the Messiah. We would be going against God. In fact, we should be grateful that we get to be in his life, he said. No one else loved us like he did. He said he loved to dominate us and the feeling of being able to hurt us or kill us at any moment. He said that if he killed us, no one would know or care. So I push myself every day to stay on my best behavior in order to survive because my son needed a mother and I didn't want to die. Every day he pushed the boundary to go further. There always needs to be another excuse to why we needed the abuse that he called discipline. He told us that we were doing it to ourselves, and if we ever questioned him, he made sure that we would never think to do that again. And he made an example out of us. Sometimes he would remind us all of the good times we spent together, all the beautiful places we saw, like the waterfalls in Mexico and the beaches in Puerto Rico, all of the music we made and the celebrations and dances we had. He often guilt-tripped us. Even while he's been in jail, he's tried to intimidate us. For years, he gaslit us into thinking maybe he wasn't that bad. Maybe this wasn't so bad. It took months for me to stop blaming myself for the abuse and the sexual assault. With support
That's
from those
Sheba, the one he took the virginity of.
Who is it?
Sheba, or what's her? Kendra, the one he took her virginity. You know,
the darker one,
dark skinned one that was married to Aaron. Yeah, that's married to Aaron. So what happened is he took her virginity, and then like basically tossed her aside. You know,
yeah, I remember her. I remember her.
Hurt.
And she used to work hard for him too.
Yep.
Okay, let me. I just needed to know, and he's such a fool.
You see how he's acting? Oh my God!
I was able to finally stop protecting my abuser and speak up about what happened to me and so many other young people. It's a shame even young children were involved as well, and not everyone made it out safely and alive.
Pause it right there. Do you see him leaning forward and back,
laughing,
just crying?
Because that's how he really feels.
Yep.
And he forgot that that's not just, I hate to say it, don't get mad at me, family. If you a hit dog holler, so if you understand what I'm saying, I'm not talking to everybody. He thinks he's still in the Black consciousness community. Because you can act like you can laugh like that at women in the Black consciousness community, because there's the majority of, there's a large portion of it, I'll say, that says, you know, come on, brother. He thought he was still up in on Bigo. He thought he was still appealing.
He was on Just the Time. Exactly.
Yeah, he thought he was on YouTube and all the misogynist incels were on there. Yeah, get him. These whores.
Yeah, she really a troll. I don't know what he was saying to that officer, because that officer had a stone face the whole time. He up in there just rambling. Yep. That he looked like a insane a person that was in a lunatic asylum. They should put a white outfit on him instead of an orange one, because the way that he's acting while people are crying and
but baby girl, that's what he's been doing for 8-10 years. I'm gonna say it again. It's a joke. It's a joke. You could just talk about women and women can cry. You know what Sonnetter taught me when I first came in? He said I was crying from the abuse. Oh, I didn't understand. He said, don't let them see you cry. They enjoy it. They laugh. He said, told me, he said, they'll laugh harder when they see you cry. When you say, why is this happening? He said, they like to see you cry. He was enjoying the laugh. He was making them laugh.
Hey, let me tell you this, the weirdest thing is, who the heck is doing his hair?
I thought the same thing.
He got a fresh new dreadlock hair.
You know who's doing it. You know who's doing it, though.
You already know.
He already got a girlfriend in jail already. That's
somebody with a limp wrist.
All the super women that he said he needs that are not as, though he said biological women are not good. All the feminine women, he will always need her right there. So he's going to
and I feel like he thinks he did.
He's gonna have all the transgenders underneath him, and
they're gonna be.
He thinks he was saving them. That's the thing. He thinks that right now, as I was watching him, and I was just like really getting the vibes of that. He thinks that he's the victim here. So when he was talking to the police, the officers, he was like, "What? I helped these people. They're gonna do that to me." This is the spirit of what we say Antichrist or a dark spirit. This is a spirit that is like it's a narcissistic spirit, and he like you ladies were saying, he is so used. He's detached from reality at this point. He thinks this is YouTube.
Completely delusional.
I would not be surprised if he I would not be surprised if he committed.
He's not going to commit. He's not going to commit that, honey. I'm telling you, y'all. Listen, mark my word, Napah.
He's going to try to appeal.
He's going to, but he's going to be living. You know the song, I'm living my best life. Right. He's going to be living his best life. Because think about it. He was in a compound. He loves men more than women. He loves to be the one that's so philosophical and deep, and that's what prison is about. Who
All
can he talk
true.
to? And then
Oh yeah.
he's got the transsexual women in there, so he'll be fine.
He likes to be on his knees.
They did his hair to the nines up in that on that
You
picture.
know they did.
Right.
Let's look at him a little bit more.
And everything like, dude, he got his hair puffed out and braided down, and I'm like, who? What the?
Doesn't that change though when he gets to prison? Like, isn't it like a different?
He got it done in jail. Let me say this though, it's gonna be even more laid out in prison because they know how to lay. Let me say this though. You know what? This man is going to prison for the rest. I gotta put the
They
phone
said
down.
life plus
Praise
10,
God.
sis. Life plus
Gotta clap.
10, sis. That reminds me, life plus
Honey,
10
honey,
to the afterlife. You
that
in
means
jail in the afterlife.
10 more years when you die, right?
I want to give
Yeah.
my white,
listen,
beautiful white sister.
that
Somebody,
judge
what you
is-
say, Genesis, the black man, my beautiful white sister. I want to praise you. Thank you for
I
loving
want to
your sister.
I want to praise you. I want
The
to thank
point
you.
is, I'm being funny, but it doesn't matter if she's
acting
white.
like a whole monkey.
It doesn't.
Because she said she was going to be lenient.
Wow. Yep.
But
But when she saw him shucking and jiving,
You know what she saw
because of
is
his behavior.
Y'all, think of all the things with the little weave research. This woman has seen all of it and more. And then I was when like I said, when I was gonna go live with him, I did that research. I was like, Sonetta, no, we getting this. We're gonna do this. I said we got to get this guy. Sonetta, we got to get this guy. I'm getting goosebumps. I said, Sonetta, we got to get this guy. And he didn't see it either. I was like, Sonetta, I'm gonna send you something. Watch this stuff. And I'm getting emotional. He was like, oh my gosh, what happened to him? Because remember, he met him when you guys said he thought you when you remember Genesis,
yeah,
he was young.
with Pharaoh.
But he didn't have power though. See, Pharaoh isn't a misogynist. See, they both were what I talked to you about Moshe with the power, with the fame.
Yep.
Pharaoh sprouted into he went like off the rails mentally. And I'm not saying Pharaoh is, I'm not saying he's crazy.
It's like a mega mind type thing. Yeah.
I'm not, but I want to clarify. I'm not saying he's crazy, but I'm saying people couldn't relate to him. And people could say he's crazy if they want to. He got very, very, and people were
extremely
trying
intelligent.
to kill him. People were trying to kill him, and then
they slipped young Pharaoh something, I believe.
They drugged him, yes. But you know what? The other one, Nature Boy, who was quieter than Pharaoh in the beginning. Remember? He was so sweet.
Yeah.
He was the real.
Yeah.
Oh, think of how many men right
I
now.
wouldn't be surprised they slipped him something because he started smoking all that weed and started getting more weirder and weirder.
Nah,
and
he
weirder.
been like that since he was a child. Whatever happened to him, his bloodline, he has.
Yep.
Yeah. He was one of them kids, and we call him doodle fingers for a reason. He was smearing his own poop on the car windows that his parents, like basically that he was a foster child of some religious people. I think they were Christians, and he was acting up in service, and they put him out in service and put him in a car to sit, like to time out. And he pooped on himself and started playing in the poo poo and smeared it all over the car.
Okay,
Wait, Oya, can I say?
He was, I think, it sounded like he was between the ages of 13 and 15.
Wow,
he's grown. That's a big boy.
How can you put a 13-year-old in the car and make them stay in there?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bunch of abuse. Again, he's a classic, meaning the abuse that he endured to be doing the things that he does was very diabolical, because he is diabolical.
Point, if he was playing in his feces, clearly he'd already been sexually assaulted.
Yep.
Napah,
yes.
Oya, you brought up such an amazing point. Oh my goodness! So there was this guy called Son of Sam back in the day, right?
Yes.
His name is David Berkowitz. I'm in touch with him. He's in prison now, but he got involved with a cult. It's crazy.
Wow.
He transformed his life. He, it's a big, deep story that I never knew about. But long story short, this was years ago, and he was in some cult. He was adopted as well, and his parents were like strict on, I guess, religion, just like Little Nas X. Certain people, this strict religion, and I'm not blaming it on that, but it caused this radical thinking. So that was very interesting for you to bring up. Thank you for that. I didn't know about that thing.
And
you know who else was in the cult? Shaka. Shaka.
What?
Shaka
Really?
who? Shaka who?
Shaka, the person that was living in my house before he joined Nature Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, Shaka.
Wow.
That
Maybe
was
because
telling.
we
That was saying. Yeah.
hold
Yeah.
on,
That
ladies.
person.
I
He
want
was
to be clear on what Shaka you're talking about because we know a couple Shakas. So
okay.
you're
Well,
talking about
Shaka
Shaka
Zulu, the
from
one that was
Carbon
saying,
Nation.
yeah,
Shaka
Shaka
from
Zulu,
Carbon Nation.
yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
So he was in a cult that it was like as a child it was these this white couple that had a cult, and they would take in all the black, like a lot of black kids and different foster kids, and they were taking care of him and this that the other. But it was like almost like that. What was that? It was it on. It
Yeah.
was Atlanta. You know how that thing in Atlanta they had the little boys that there was like the two women that were like they were gay and they had like black people working for them, like little black kids working as like almost like
No.
Oh, I remember that.
that was what Shaka went through, and Dateline actually did a thing on
Hold
him.
on. Those women, they killed those kids though.
Right, but no, the cult that he
What?
was in was similar to that.
Okay.
And Dateline, there was a show on Dateline where he was on the show as a child, where they were talking about the abuse as a cult that he went through. So he'd been in the cult
Oh
before he
man.
So
even
let's
ran
talk
around.
about this since we're talking. Go ahead. I don't mean to cut you off, sweetie.
And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. What happens back in the '90s, or in the '80s? I know that parents used to like let their kids because this happened to me as a child. My mom would let me go off with the Mormons and whatever people that would pick me up. Like the people would come to the door, and my mom would like send me off to go learn
I
from the
remember that culture in the 80s, girl. And the
yeah
church van will come get
yeah
you,
yeah.
and your parents wouldn't go with you, and you just go to church without them.
Let me tell you, the
Yes.
missionaries from the Mormon church, and I would used to go to the Church of Latter Day freaking Saints. Okay, my parents guess they wanted a babysitter so bad they would just let me go with them, right? So one day I came back with a coloring book from the Mormons, right? And they believe that Nephi, it was that the black people were the cursed tribe.
Cursed. Yeah.
And I was
Hmm.
coloring the book and I was like telling my father, my stepfather, who was an ex, like he was Muslim, he went to prison and was Muslim, and and he saw like me. He's like, "What is this?" I said, "Well, we're cursed because
How old were you?
how old was I? I was 8.
Oh, you just were telling. Well, we're cursed, so
Yeah, we're cursed. I'm saying
Oh, matter of fact.
I was like, yeah, I had like my coloring book, coloring the pictures. Yeah, this is the cursed tribe of Nephi, and the God cursed us to be have black skin and this, that, the other. And I'm coloring them. I color. He snatched that
So
thing out, and then
innocent.
the next time he snatched the coloring book from me, and I was like, what,
damn.
because
But
Oh, that's a little bit of an overreaction.
well,
when
no,
he
but you know
snatched
what?
it
I want to say
from me,
this.
and then when the missionaries came back, he damn near beat the crap out of him, like because
Oh
he was like, "What are you?" I'm like,
Whoa.
"Well, why would you send me? You're sending me to a church you don't even know what they're
And he
teaching you."
beat the
Yeah.
people up. He trying to go back to jail.
Yeah, he actually started to like fight the missionaries, but they're like, "Well, that's what we believe." You know what I'm saying? And like it was several things like that. I went to a Hispanic church, didn't understand a lick of what they were saying. I've been to so
Oh
many
my
churches.
god.
My mom had carted me off down the street to like go to church, like, to give her some free time. So that was the culture back then. So that's, I think, kind
Yeah,
of
it
similar
was.
to what happened with Shaka, is like the mom couldn't take care, and so the white people stepped in. Well, and he ended up doing good in sports and everything. But that was a culture going on back then. And
Yeah, and
I
I want
believe
to
that
jump
Nature
in.
Boy being an adoptee, that might be something similar where the parents couldn't take care and then they end up
Oh,
adopting.
maybe he was in foster care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
foster kids.
Wow. I just want to say quickly how you see the differences of how the males are victimized and how the females and slash the women children are victimized. They start young with the males
Hmm.
or their children. So that's why I keep repeating. I never say, and I know what Nature Boy, I know those weren't children with Solar in them, but remember what you hear what DJ Genesis and Oya said, and even what Moshe Oya said about Son of Sam. They start out with as children in some type of cult, and then they just move to the next cult. And so
Yeah.
these men who end up in these cults, they started young as children being victimized with the women. So again, I'm not cutting men out of this. I want to keep repeating. If you're a man that's never been in a cult and you're a grown man, it's not as easy for you to get sucked into a cult. 70% of cults are female. It's not as
Yep.
easy because you're a man. You're like, I don't need that. I don't need you to lead me. I trust you. Typically, now now we know in Hebrew Israelites, yes, we know men came in, but guess what? Again, it starts when they're children.
And
Something
their
happened to them as
mothers.
children. Their mothers, they were in
Hmm.
cults already. So I really want to point that out. I'm glad you brought that up. I want to drive that home because we see the victimization in male and female, but with women and then children, it's so much easier for them. It's so much
Do
easier
you
for
know
them.
why that is?
Why is it that they take female and children?
Do you know why the women go to these churches and these cults? Do you understand what? Do you know what that attraction is for us?
Well, a lot of the times the attraction for women is women are drawn to male power. Women are naturally hypergamous. A lot of
Do
the
you know what
lot of
else it is too?
what else do you want to bring
The
up?
fact that we're auditory, men are visual, women are
Mhm,
auditory. So
mhm.
Yes.
with men, they need the show. The show is for the
Okay.
men as far as the suits and the the dresses and the pageantry as far as visual. The men who come to church to see that stuff. But for the women, we're listening. We're actually
Oh, you're saying it touches us
listening.
spiritually, right?
Yeah,
Right,
that's
and
how they tap in
what
our
they're
spirit through our
saying is getting
ears.
into our hair. That's why even in
Yes,
church,
we
let me tell you something. Another
listening.
thing, even with church, especially when you go into a lot of these Pentecostal and certain churches, they're also using certain sound frequencies to
Mhm.
like incite certain emotions. Like there's certain ways that you can play with
Yup.
the piano when you hit a
Yes.
certain chord to
Oh,
make
heck
a
yeah.
person cry.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know my mentor Mike Banks. He used to tell me that he used to play for the church, and the pastor would like kind of signal to them when to play certain stuff, when to bring it, when to go jun jun
Wow.
jun jun, and so and so jun
And it does something
jun
to women like
jun
moth
Well,
to a
that does the
flame.
sound goes for everybody, male and female. But I want to get back to what you were saying about the men and the women in the auditory. The women meaning
Right.
auditory. What you're saying is women are more thinking like
We
listening to
will
the message.
process that emotionally where the men
They're
they'll hear it,
emotional.
but it'd be more in their subconscious and they have to have a baseline programming, like you say, to be suggestive in that way. Or again, they have to see the pastor with the real flashy watch suit, nice looking woman.
Right.
He'll but for us it literally is that's just that pureness of the timbre of his voice saying that God loves you and the fact that
Yeah,
he
but women
said it.
won't even. But I want to say this. I want to drive this home. To get locked in a cult, you have to be the one who is in control. Women will be attracted to the one who's in control. That's why everyone's
Absolutely.
drawn to the one who's the
Security,
leader. Because
stability,
you can
all
have
of
a
that.
guy
and
in
you
the
know what? And
cult.
you know what makes me really think that that what she's saying, oh yeah, is true. Oh yeah, what oh yeah, saying is think about the Hebrew Israelites. What do they lead with? They were in purple and gold. They got these tassels on, outfits on with He Man,
The men love that.
head,
Yeah.
and got the leather things on their head with the
Mhm.
sparkly thing. You know what I'm saying?
Peacocking.
And
It's
they're out
called
there,
peacocking.
yeah, like they got all that going on. And me as a woman, I look at them like they look foolish. But then if you listen to what they're saying and it resonates with you, you say, okay, well, all right, well, actually, they might
And you know what the
listen to
men see
the
when they
guy
see
with
that
the He-Man
peacocking? They
thing
see
on his head.
confidence, girl. Sorry to cut you off, but it's exciting. It's exciting in the sense of science and how we are as human beings because we do need each other. We are social learners. We are going to gravitate towards one another. And so you want to be able to trust the other human being. Like you said, all these cells within a bigger cell are going to be here. So you just want to but everything has its time, its order, and the time and the place. But yeah, the men who see that peacocking, they might never wear that outfit, but the fact that he had the balls to wear the
Or you
men
know,
see
like a
that
whole
as
army of dudes marching down the street with yellow and gold on and looking like
yeah.
they really are
But what the women hear is that power in their voice. Oh, the man is talking, the man is chanting, like, oh, I'm gonna go see what that's about. Like she said, the power. Then it was the same thing when I moved in the Muslim community with Dr. York, and to see those brothers patrolling the blocks that we lived in. Like you look out your window as a little Muslim kid, and you see men patrolling the neighborhood, keeping us safe, and it made you feel like, yeah, when I grow up as a woman, I'm gonna get me a man like that. Like it's just something about it all. The dance that we need each other, but we're perverting the need, and it's starting to really cause some issues. But I believe those issues have been caused because it's gonna lead us right to the solution. It's it's all good on a whole nother level. I'm not really worried.
So
Right.
true.
Shouts out to the age of Aquarius.
Women,
Okay.
I do, because Moshe Yah is here too, and I know you bring out scripture. I do want to bring out one scripture that's very, very telling. It's
I'm
very,
just thinking of one. Go ahead, sis.
oh, right. I'm gonna
It's
see if
probably
this
the
is the
same
one.
one.
Well, let's see here. Because again, we're talking about cult, and you can look, even if you believe in the Bible or not, we can't deny that it's an old writing, right? So let's look at this one right here. Let's go to Second Timothy, chapter 3.
That was the one.
Is
That
it?
was the same one.
Okay, let me start at the top. So it's talking about, spiritual leaders. This note also, that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves. And it came to mind because of what you guys said about the clothes too. Covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. That's nature boy.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Without natural affection, truce breakers, false
Mm.
accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, all those big, beautiful robes, and look at him, he's so great. So that's what popped in my mind. But denying the power thereof. But what really is God? Is God about all this showiness? No. The power thereof, from such turn away, saying, stay
Mm.
away from them. Verse 6, for of this sort are they which creep into houses,
Yep.
lead captive who?
Silly women.
Silly women. Even I got goosebumps.
Wow.
Silly women,
Yep.
laden with sin, led away with diverse lust. I'm going to leave it there. And see, even there, like I
Whew.
said, you don't have to believe in the
Yes.
Bible, but to even see, that was some advice. Like they're going to
Mm.
bring these women in. So when you guys were talking about that scripture popped
That
in
was a
my head.
good one. Nepal, I have another one that came to mind. That was that one was the first one. And now from Yeshua, or what, whom they call Jesus, is
Are you going to talk?
words.
Is it going to be the one about? I think it's about broaden the hems of their garment. Go ahead.
Oh, it's similar to that one. This one is Matthew 23:15, and it says, when he was giving it to them, he was like, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, because these were the ones who abused the law. These are the ones who knew it,
Yeah, these
right?
were the nature boys.
Yup. And he says, hypocrites, for you compass sea and land to make one proselyte. And when he is made, you make him twofold more the child of hell than yourselves. Meaning that what he did, gathering people. Look, he even traveled, Nature Boy, taking these people from Costa Rica, Mexico, I believe, Honduras, all over Atlanta. I mean, and then he made them. I'm praying for some of them, but I know many of them probably are like, I don't believe in a higher power at all. I
Like
don't believe in
Shaka,
God.
who abused
Mm.
Genesis.
Yeah.
He was Shaka was a proselyte of Nature Boy, but continue.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I mean, this is just deep. And thank you for those scriptures, because it's so, so true. And it reminds me of also 1 John 2:16, where he says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. So this is why these people, they get so puffed up with pride. I mean, this is in every single group. I mean, it can happen to anyone, but they have to keep it in check. The flesh, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eye, the pride. Pride is such a big thing in this. And especially the more these people gain a following, they're getting confirmation. I mean, I was reading some of these, watching these old videos of the Nature Boy videos or the Melanation, um,
Mm-hmm.
seeing all of these
Carbonation, yeah.
people agreeing with them. I'm like, these people are commenting like, oh man, Velvet's acting stink today. She's acting
Yeah.
like I'm like, what? These people
Yep.
are agreeing with this stuff?
That's why I said he thought he
Mm-hmm.
was amongst that audience when he was laughing in the
I
courtroom.
call them
Yeah.
I really want
angels.
you to play some more of that because I want you to
Okay,
see how ridiculous
Yes.
I
that
will
he
do that.
behaved because
I'm gonna do that. Go ahead.
this is what sealed his fate.
Keep repeating that,
He
and I love
would
it.
have not gotten a life sentence if he did not do what he just did right here.
And let's
The lawyer said, I was going to be lenient with you, but the way I saw you do that, she saw that narcissistic spirit and she said, no.
no remorse.
That is exactly what it was. I, like so many others, wanted to make a positive impact in the world, not to be hurt, abused, and used, exploited by a Ezekiel Bishop. So many people have prayed for this day where justice is finally being served. And I thank everyone who heard us, and who saw us, and who fought for our freedom. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't have any other questions. Did he shoot the bird?
I don't know what he did.
He did a lot. He was acting like a fool.
Are you driving? Or are you a passenger? You have to unmute. Sorry. Try it again. There you go. All right. Are you a passenger in the car? No, I'm just sitting in the car. It's the quietest place for me. Okay, no worries. As long as you're
Who was that, Velvet?
Velvet, if you could
Well,
Yes,
yeah,
Velvet.
it's Velvet.
It
Yeah,
sounds like her, yeah.
Yes.
it sounds like her.
Do you swear or affirm the evidence you'll give to the court today will be the truth, so help you God?
Now, real quick, let me stop it. To people who don't know, this woman has children with this monster. Pray for her.
Yeah.
Yourself again.
I'm Velvet Marquez.
Velvet, did you want to address the judge as she considers an appropriate sentence for Mr. Bishop?
Sure, yes.
Okay, please go ahead and tell her what you'd like to tell her.
First of all, I just want to thank you for your time, for your patience, because it was drawn out for a very long time. I'm counting years. And everything that Kendra just said, she put it in a nutshell. And moving forward from it all and trying to heal from it all and knowing that I was targeted from a spiritual standpoint, I've literally had to get myself comforted so that I can understand what the Bible is, who God is, who Jesus is to me. I really had to unravel myself from thinking that an actual person was here as the second coming of Christ. And I know that may sound absurd to a lot of people because a lot of people have spiritual backgrounds, but I was searching for who God meant to me in my life at the time of Jordan. So
I gotta pause it.
Wow.
Didn't we talk to earlier?
Wow.
I said women come in saying, where is God? Who is God? And then there's somebody saying, oh, come my way. I'm going to show you who God is. And he's just wanting to just eat her alive. That's what she said.
Yep.
And I have 3 children of my own. It's an uphill battle every day because I've literally witnessed Ezekiel Bishop threatening to kill me and my child on multiple occasions. He said that my life is over if he had ever saw me again. So every day I wake up, especially with online social media calls from other people that follow him, they live in death threats as well. And one of the most recent ones I got was they couldn't that the person said that they would be sitting outside my home address just to take a picture of me and my now newborn, just to put it on social media. So where I go, people know me because of this. They know the humiliation. Everybody saw the revenge porn that he put out of me and Kendra and myself. This has been public, and it literally, I wouldn't even say destroy our lives, but at times it has literally felt like he was trying to destroy our lives.
I gotta pause it again. Because you see the revenge porn thing, he just thinks it's okay. And people really act like it's no big deal. Not just black men, I'm talking about the whole world. They think it's no big deal to treat women like
that grape culture.
That's a form of grape, and let's not try to say the R word. I'm not just trying not to say R word on here, but that's that. We'll say grape. That's grape online. We're going into a virtual reality, and people, like I said, they laugh at me when I say that's sexual. That's sexual assault. I do want to say this too. people, it's. I mean, I'm gonna let her keep going. But can you understand this woman? These women got venereal
Can
disease.
you hear the disassociative in her language? Even with I witnessed him hurt me, meaning to witness yourself is traditional dissociative language. To witness
Yeah,
yourself while someone's doing something to you means you're not in your own body.
yeah, and she couldn't. You can't blame her. The trauma, he had her beaten. He would
He
do
was
a
doing wild stuff.
formation around. Everybody would surround her while he would stay in the center and beat her while she's pregnant. And these women, he gave them diseases, gave them herpes on purpose. In Terry, Janae said he wouldn't even let us go get treatment.
Yep.
This guy's sick. I mean, these are things that he did to them.
What breaks my heart the most and that I have to be strong for and continue to be strong for is the children. Because the children were severely impacted by all of this. They will never know their fathers. Not only that, the men that are the fathers of our child, we now have to look at them and see them as another nation or Elisha Bishop because they all carry some of the same behaviors. Courtney Townsend is the father of my now child, and he has some of the same characteristics as Elisha Bishop, and I have to now protect my family, my child, his child from himself. And these men around us, we don't know if we can trust them. I don't know if I can trust them. I can't trust the fathers of my children. And knowing that my child is going to have to grow up with me, and I'm going to have to explain to my child how, when, where, why. That is a lot as a responsibility, and I'm glad that the verdict has come back to what it is what it's worth, because our lives will never be the same. My life will never be the same. My daughter's life will never be the same. My son's life will never be the same. I have to go file protection orders and do all of these things to make sure that I'm protected as a woman and child. That's not okay. You're targeting women and children at this point. And so the young men who follow Nature Boy, who follow Elisha Bishop, this is what happens to you when you harm people that's innocent. And I want to thank Kendra, and I want to tell you that I've always thought you was a beautiful young woman, and so I have you, Brianna, and so have I, everybody else. It was the environment that kept me away because I said no. And I was being physically abused for it every single day. And the only reasons why I came back to combination so many times was because I was under the impression that we were going to make it work for every man, our daughter, because that's what it was about. And it was about soul our child that he had with Janae, and with Zoka. And it was about your child, Kendra, that you had with Aaron. And it was about everybody's child, everybody's children should have been protected. And everybody should have been protected. And I'm just grateful for everybody who continue to support us and fought on our behalf to bring all of this to the light, which I'm really not surprised because Nature Boy and EQ Bishop had already put everything out for everybody to see. And so I thank everybody again. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
Honey, I don't even think his own lawyer liked him. I'm sorry. That lawyer.
Oh, his lawyer was through with him, girl.
Right. Yes.
Look at him laughing, y'all.
I don't allow it. I'll allow it. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yes, 1 second. Okay, let's move on. Sorry.
You know what? I gotta stop for a minute, y'all. Let's take a break and I want to hear some reaction, but you cracked me up. The lawyer said, "Get on, get this nigga." Go on,
Literally in his closing statement, did you hear it?
No, but that's funny when she said, "I'll go ahead. I don't give a damn about this sick ass."
Basically,
get this ninja, y'all. I can't take
whatever.
this.
I don't care. Like,
I never even heard a defense attorney say apologize to the other side.
He did. He said, "I want to say sorry about this."
Yeah, he apologized to the prosecutors that the state. He apologized to the girls. He said, "I hate this happened to y'all." Like I ain't never even seen that happen from a defense in any case. The most heinous cases I've never seen. They go right to the end, like, "No, my client's innocent," or "This is the." Nah, he was like, "Look, man, I was just doing my job. I'm sorry this happened to y'all. He
Did he get
literally
up and
damn
do
near
his
said
income
that.
statement? I don't know. I was with this nigga for about 10 months.
I
He
just
no.
had to, I had to
But
like.
y'all saw. My bad. My bad,
Oh,
Genesis. But
I
I
don't know
mean,
whether
his
he,
body
I don't know
language.
whether they paid him or whether he was like court
Oof.
appointed. But honey,
le-
that lawyer
They
was.
said they paid him. He was not court appointed.
oh well, let me say
Yep.
peace to W.S. Banker, to Jackie Johnson, EAE, J Banks, currently City 90. Of course. I see some of my question everything. I see the sisters on the panel. Peace. Thank you for being. The Black Jim came over. Peace to you. Is that that's a different
That's
sister.
me.
I was gonna
No,
say
that's
that's you.
me.
That's you. Okay, because I saw you have two different. Oh, that's just your only YouTube. Okay, well, peace to you, William Galbraith, and if Greg Phillips. Peace to you, Greg. If that look at out the blue in here. Peace out the blue. You gonna come over here and show me some love? That's good. I love that. Come on in here and stay. And peace to everybody. If I didn't call your name out, I love you and thank you for being Son of Man. Son of Man was in the not the Yahweh Ben Yahweh cult.
Wow.
Well, his mom is in it. His mom is in it right now.
Well, son of man, I do this thing called cult like behavior. Hit me up because I would love.
I
To
already asked him to have his mama contact me. He said he don't know if you want to go there yet. Tahuti, my brother, I love you. I'm glad you're here. The reason we're laughing, this is a celebration.
Yeah, for real, for real.
What dance
Life
moves
plus
are we doing?
10.
Hey, I'm doing the pop block.
You're not cutting, are you?
I was cutting and then I went into my break. I was like, now I'm gonna do my freestyle.
Uh-oh.
I'm so happy he's going to prison.
Go ahead.
I'm so happy he's going to
Go
prison
ahead.
because such a
Yeah,
beautiful
me
thing.
too.
It's a good thing.
And his statement was, I mean, he got to speak, and I'm just like, oh, what is going on?
I want to wait. I want to hold off on what he say. I want y'all to hear because listen, after all these women speak, then the men get up there and cuss him out. So man, it was. I was like, wow, because Arian
So
said
the men who were a part of Carbonation.
Yes, the two guys that spoke, and it's like they're like almost like, I guess you could say, polar opposites of characters, because you have Aaron, aka True, who's like trying to redeem himself and really show up as someone in the world who, yes, I made a bad decision and participated in some really horrible things, but I'd like to change my ways. And then you have Solar, aka Courtney Townsend, who's kind of more charismatic and taking a different approach, meaning he doesn't
Solar
really
want to
seem
be
to
the next
have.
Nature Boy. To be quite honest,
He does.
He
He
in his
really
mind,
do.
he feel like he the next one up. And honey, I'm like, dude, do you see what happens at the end? I mean, he might think that it won't
Right.
sound like that. So he's like, but his whole thing, well, I'm the one who was teaching him everything.
This is gonna be a wake up call for them.
He had a boss shirt on.
Let me
A
tell you
boss shirt on.
Oh my God, y'all have done
He
their.
had
He had a boss shirt on.
Who was the guy that
light
I
skin
think that's
revenge.
Solar.
Yeah, light skin revenge, honey.
Like
Wow.
had
So
a
he's using cult
boss.
double-minded tactics against Lee. He's mind effing Leo in front of all of us and letting the public or whoever's watching know, yeah, I'm the new guy. And wow.
That's crazy. What? But yeah. So keep going. The pot. It gets kind of wild. It's like
So
wow.
I don't want to play all of it because, like, in case I don't have the rights to do it, but I'm gonna play a little more. But wait, real quick, I'm gonna play more.
You probably can like scroll past Velvet's and go into Janae's, but I really
Velvet finished. She finished.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to hear Janae. Asaka, I got a debate I want Napah to review. How can I share the link? Sisters deserve to see it. Oh, really? What is the debate about? Peace, no mustard, please. Why don't you
And another thing too is that like Nick at Night interviewed she interviewed a couple other members from the cult, right? She
Nick at Night?
Nick at Night. She interviewed Rambo and what's the girl's name? His
Child Grace, aka with Serenity. Let
At
us pray.
some
These
point,
people are crazy.
they asked her, when you left, did you ever get tested? And she was like, nope, I just never seen the reason to get them. Like, girl.
Who said that? Who?
It's the girl. She left when she had her baby. She was married to Rambo, but she was his wife before that. She was Nature
She
Boy's
slept with
wife.
him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Nick at Night
He
asked
was
her.
proud to give disease. He said, "You're not a real man if you're worried about diseases." He said that.
Yes, he did.
Nature Boy said, "You're a weak man if you're worried about getting a disease. So what? Nobody cares
And
about."
that lets you know he's definitely into DL culture, because DL culture is very much one of those cultures where it's like to use protection and to get tested makes you aware of your behavior. So we definitely not going to deal with the actual behavior. We're just going to deal with the pleasure, if you will.
Right.
So yeah.
And it's weird. I'm like, dude, why wouldn't you get tested? Like, dude, it's not that hard. Just go get tested. Like,
Right, it's
yeah,
crazy.
I'm
So,
sure that she might be leaking a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But why
Right.
would you just walk around and not
okay,
just
this is not for children, so please
right?
don't have your children listening to this. Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit more of this, and then we're gonna, let's kind of. I don't want to play. I want to get to Janae.
But I do want to hear a little bit of Aaron because Aaron kind of got in on him. He went in on Nature Boy.
Aaron's one was very healthy to listen to. Janae's was extremely
Yes.
emotional.
Okay, let's do this.
I'm gonna mute you until until you find somewhere to park, okay? And we'll call. Okay. We'll call on somebody.
Probably like Ford a little bit because she couldn't do her interview.
What's this?
That's somebody I don't know who that was, but she couldn't do it because all right, just play.
Oh, this is Janae.
Do you want to? You can stand at the podium if you prefer.
Maybe he just said, "F it, I just want to go back to my brothers." And
He said this is Janae though.
Oh no, I was reading the comments.
Okay.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you present to the court to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
State your name for the court, please.
Janae Noel.
Janae, have you prepared a statement you want to read to the judge before she considers sentence?
Yes.
All right. You can go ahead.
First, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to the judge and to the court for giving me and many other victims a chance to be heard after finding our own voice. Thank you to God, the real living God.
Come on.
That lives within us all. You've made this possible, and your presence is noticed in all this.
Talk.
And even to Mr. Booker for doing your best, for trying at least to give him a fair trial. But we all know Mr. Bishop is not fair.
Talk.
Mr. Bishop Babaji has been a monster to us all, and we try to see the best in him. He has tortured all of our souls and said he would send us to the abyss if we ever defied him. He made us believe that he was Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. And for that alone is punishable. I hope this opens his eyes. And I pray that the people who are there with him are set free themselves, so we can stop living in the illusion that this man has placed on our minds. When I first came across carbonation, I thought I had a family. And I thought I could live free and fulfill our mission with the people that was appointed to be the gods and goddesses on earth. But it was torture for me. I cried at night and trembled at day. Olivia, you made us to be liars when we lived in truth, wanted to live in truth. The harassment was dreadful for me, especially around my pregnancy. You demolished Eligio. You demolished our connection with God, just so you can be God. And you haunted our dreams like the monster you are. You damaged us all You confused us all. You made love something we should be fearing. And abuse was looked as normal for us, and it was not supposed to be. The very people you promised to help, you tarnished and you destroyed us. You truly didn't care about us, Eligio. To me and many others, he was a guide, judge in court. He was a teacher. He was a lover. He was a friend. And for us, the members of Carbon Nation, he was a prophet. And he was supposed to be good for change, but he turned into a whole nasty demon who had sex with us whenever he pleased, even if we didn't want to. Made us ignore the children around just so he can get more attention. That wasn't fair to the mothers. It's okay. Eligio, you have atoning to do. You were our guide, but now you're a prisoner, like you prisoned us. Now you're a prisoner, like you imprisoned us. And I even now pray that God has mercy on your soul. God will have mercy, I hope, for you. And this time there's no escaping, no running, no hiding. Face yourself. And sit there until you understand why you're there before you go off teaching anything to anyone. No Leroy, no Dr. Bishop, not even Three God or Nature Boy will be there to save you. It's only you and God, the real God. And that's all I have.
And the transgenders.
Thank you.
And the jail cell.
Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Any other?
And the ones that did your hair into poofy puffs.
From the state?
Yes, it looks like Miss Jacobs has situated herself in a place that is
Yes.
not
Okay.
in a
Yes.
vehicle.
All right. All right. You can unmute. There you go. No, you're still muted. Try it again.
You can forward past her. She ain't say nothing, but
She didn't say nothing, but he was reacting so strong to what she would. Like he
no,
was.
I'm saying the next person up. She didn't really say nothing, but
She didn't. But
I want you to fast forward to Aaron's one. But
Mhm.
okay, let's get into how he was acting the whole time. Who
Disgusting.
swinging at the screen? The police officers ain't gonna be able to save you, honey. Why are you talking to them about everything?
He
What is the
was
reason?
talking to them, and they were just with the stone face.
Like
the
he
way-
didn't pick up the cues. That
Yeah.
sounds like a person that don't get cues, that don't understand cues. Like shut the fuck, shut up, shut up. Like why are you talking? Like what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
He's profoundly retarded.
It's some
Yeah, that was for her to hear her. That was really that, like the stuff she said. They just looked. That's what everyone that these women I talked on the interview. They just want somebody to lead them to God. They believed. He
Yeah.
told them, "I'm God. I'm Jesus." And that's why I go back to when she was sitting there on that interview, when I looked at him and I said, she probably also finally clicked, and she was already on she's like, yeah, how could she talk to God like this? And God's coming unhinged. I was like, you're God, do some miracles. Do some miracles.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one.
you
Yeah,
probably
he
were the
got
one.
angry
You
at
probably
that
were
one.
the one that kind of was waking him up a little bit. Like
I'm so glad to be.
they probably didn't never think a woman could talk to him like that.
That's the thing. And
Yeah.
these sisters already, they have their divine power. And I love hearing her and Velvet say, I love when they say the real God, not you. That's so beautiful when they
Yes.
say that. I love it.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna move forward. My heart goes out to her. She's really strong and beautiful, and all of them. It's a blessing that what you've done, all of you out there, especially Genesis, has been there for people. She's there for Velvet. I can't keep and Solar too. She even took Solar in. I don't, you know that. Oh yeah, but I want to let Moshe
Turned
y'all
around
know.
and like
Yeah.
and would start dissing me for Jaguar, but that's the other. Yeah,
Oh,
when he
Well,
child.
did.
he's not. He's still getting. He's still in the matrix. Not the matrix. He's still in the mind control.
Yeah.
But people call the matrix. Isn't that interesting? I just want to throw this out. Yes, I get it. The matrix is something seen as negative. Shout out to my sister, my friend Sophia Stewart, the
Mhm.
real author of the matrix. But then the matrix is the womb. It's the mother. It's the
Yeah.
Yeah.
portal.
You know what, ladies?
What?
Also, just so true. Oh my goodness. This is just deep. I mean, as I'm sitting here thinking about this, he had them wait on him hand and foot, water, giving him water, strawberries, because someone mentioned the strawberry. Now, in prison, it's not going to be like that. It's I don't think I'm praying I don't think it's going to be like that, even with the
And he gonna have
transsexual.
all them like little gay dudes doing that. That's why who did his hair? Come on,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh,
the best
man.
hairdo ever. I ain't never seen nobody come in that thing looking like that. I'm like, wow.
I cannot.
Wow. This is why his sentences was his the amount of time he's getting is just because a person who is unrepentant like that, unremorseful, shows no
Yes.
empathy is very dangerous because he will try to manipulate his
Yeah.
way into
Yeah.
the most innocent, purest heart person's because even me, I love to try to see, okay, maybe is there a little hope for this person. Oh my goodness. And that was always, but no, there, I mean, I feel no unction from the spirit
Right.
to help or even pray really for this person, to be
Right.
honest. The only prayer I would pray for him is that
I
he
wish the
gets
pop.
bad
Could you
dreams
see how
and
he was?
visions.
Could you see how he was pointing to the screen the whole time and
Yeah.
you gave?
Yeah.
How could you see that? Did you see it?
Of course, it looked like almost that he was trying to like
Yeah,
Right.
or run the
the
finger or
blicky, putting
something.
the blicky on the girl.
Had some
Yeah.
kind of, it was weird. It was like
But
witchcrafty.
she listen. I got to reach out to her again. Now the trial is over. I want to talk to her. I want to give her a hug. I want to say you're
Oh.
awesome. You got this. Like
Yeah.
yeah. I'm saying I'm glad that I could be there and be like, hey, this guy's a piece of junk. They were already, they were waking up. Remember when I said I was coming out? The Hebrew Israelites are nothing like Nature Boy, but there's still that element. I got to talk. But how I said I was
Yes.
slowly coming out? You already know, but you're locked in. And they were locked in physically. You get locked into this. And even I'm gonna talk to women out there who are in relationships where they have abuse. Because these women were all in relationships with him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's hard. You gotta break those.
Velvet one time said that when she was having sex with him, that she felt like it was in the middle of it. She felt like a demon was like it was
Wow.
like a dark energy just had came over him, and it was like a demon was having sex with her. You know,
Wow. Wow. I mean, there
Yes.
was a time I think she just had given birth, and he was just following her around, harassing her, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, and pointing the camera at that, and she just shut down. It seemed at some point and wouldn't speak to him, and I mean, and then she had like this rant one time, and she was like, I don't want to be here, and they would the thing about these kind of people, these narcissists, they love to document everything. They love to record everything. Just
Yeah.
like if you look at certain cults, certain religions, they love to come out with so much propaganda that they get themselves caught out there eventually. And so this is what happened to him. Thank God.
Yes.
and this girl went on Naked Night. She was Moose's ex-wife. I forget what her name is, but she
Tori.
Tori. She used to be in the Navy. Let me tell you what she said. There was one time when Nature Boy started to harass her, saying that she was like liking True. She said that Velvet went outside on the porch, and she had the baby. She always keep that baby breastfeeding on her boob, right? He said, "You're not going to keep trying to use that baby to protect you." He took the baby out of her hand, held the baby upside down by the leg, and
Oh,
started
the
He was
balcony.
whooping on that girl.
punching punching
Mhm.
Velvet in the face. And
Mhm.
I'm thinking to myself,
Mm.
that baby has got to be traumatized like deeply because of that.
See why now you see why you should be in prison for life.
For
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
me
life
let me
plus
say there was a
10.
real quick. Yes, life was sin. He also, I remember seeing a video where she's telling people how they had to walk around with their tops off.
Wow.
Yeah.
You remember that? When she said
Yeah.
that they all the women had to go around topless.
I remember
Like
seeing it and I was like, what are they at first like everyone else, I saw it from the beginning like, okay, this is nature stuff. And then the people started coming and then I was like, wait, this is and I grew up in the Nawabi and Dr. York cult. So I was just kind of like, wait a second, I've seen this before.
And
I
Velvet
grew
said that you
up
know what
in
you have to.
this.
They was the one that decided to put leaves over their boobs because they didn't feel comfortable
yeah,
Mm.
like
That was the
I mean, nothing's
compromise.
wrong with breasts, but why do I you don't make me walk around with my top off?
on
Like,
YouTube.
yes, show
Right.
me your breasts.
Mhm.
And
Mm-mm.
that's before YouTube was super like
That was
strict.
him humiliating. He was starting to break them down,
Yeah.
realized to get their boundaries, get them to go against their inner, man.
But I really do want. I don't really care much for Solar because all he gonna do is probably like try to make himself puffed
Let
up.
me find it.
But I do want to show you Aaron's thing, not the other girl because she didn't really say nothing. But when Aaron came on, that's the light skinned guy. He kind of like said he the way he came out, it was so intelligent, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was good. It was good.
It looked like blurry. And he running his mouth the whole. Wait, we can't hear nothing. Are you on mute? Yeah, you're on mute.
Oh, I was asking you, is that him
Yeah, that was him. Yep.
in the
He has
black?
like a skull cap on or something like that. Yeah, that's the one.
This is being served for all of us, and yeah. Thank you. Any questions?
No, I'm told that Mr. Jason wanted to say something. He's not a victim or a 413 victim. He's a victim in the traditional sense of that word, though he was not a named victim. I don't know. I was told it was brief. It's a court.
So preface it. Who is this guy?
He was one of the males that was in the cult.
He
So
was one
he's
of the right hand man.
okay.
Yeah, it was like Solar and him. They were like almost like
First and second
Solar, him and Musa.
command. Mhm.
But
First, second, and
I
third
want to
command.
address my friend EAE. Peace to you, my friend. Let's read his comment. I want to explain. I want to talk to you about this. And if you want to come in, you guys and gals, I'm going to drop the link for you. You can definitely come in. But I want to talk to you about this. And this is why I'm so excited about this case. Changes are coming. Because yeah, you can hurt somebody, you can stab somebody, they can actually their flesh can die. But he's actually murdered so many people mentally. I'm not
Yes.
a fan of Nature Boy, and this is an attack on my friend here, EAE. This is a great comment. I'm not a fan of Nature Boy, but life without deleting someone is a tad bit extreme. Even my sister Genesis said that earlier in her own way. I definitely think he should have gotten 25 years, though. And you know what? Yes, for somebody like who we think, right, guys and gals, sisters,
Right.
brothers, somebody who we would say, okay, this guy can change. But like the judge said, all the things he did you just hear what Genesis said? Like, and I'm not trying to change your mind. I respect
But
that your
mm,
sentiment, but
yeah.
the things you did so many times, holding a baby and
I was
punching
gonna say the crimes against the children, Napah.
the lady who died. Don't forget the
Acts
lady
in
who
front of
died.
the children. I mean, he even spoke about
Yeah.
the sexual
Okay.
acts in front of the
Yeah.
children, just very explicit, and
Yeah.
it would get worse
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
worse
things
for
with his
And
kids.
daughter.
actually Solar said that that he was feeding his wife at the time that was pregnant alcohol, and called the baby a demon the whole time that it was being conceived. It like what's it
That
called?
baby never had
In
a
utero,
chance.
in utero.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
imagine you keep calling this baby a demon. That's a demon. That's a demon,
And force
right?
feeding the mother
And then
alcohol.
quiet is kept with Shaka and their baby. They were calling that little baby Shaka bad names. They all the kids were treated like crap in that whole thing. If they weren't,
Yeah.
That's damaging. Those people, that's irreversible damage. But again, yes, 25, it's more of a message than, oh, this guy shouldn't have gotten it's like, and I love the message. No, you're not going to be a cult leader and do this to people, and you're not
no,
going to do revenge porn, and you're not going to sexually abuse people and children and men and women. You're not taking people's lives and tearing all these lives apart. You can't.
I at first did. I kind of felt how EAE felt because
Right.
at first I'm thinking about the black man and the court system. I know they're gonna make an example out of him, but when I saw how he behaved in this thing, it made me feel like what he
Yeah.
deserves every
He
bit of.
deserves it.
He don't deserve no numbers. He deserves letters. You know.
And he was, listen, he was doing this to black people. So
Right.
I'm not gonna be like the black man,
Yeah.
this guy. He didn't care about all these black lives. What about the grandmother, the mother, who he wouldn't let her take her medicine?
Oh
Meaning,
yeah.
and she died.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She died.
And
This
he
is
was and
justice
he
and
was having
directed
sex with her.
karma.
My thing is on top of that, he was also having sex with her. So my thing
Yep.
is that like you're like
He was
you're
having sex with her.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And who's the girl that had the stillborn?
That
It
was
was
Zoka.
Zoka.
someone's
Zoka,
girl.
that was Solar's baby's mother
He
that
was sleeping with her during the time
Yes,
and
he
having
he
anal.
was.
he got her drunk and slept with her, and it might be the reason why. Well, they say that the cord was wrapped around the baby's neck, but if you keep calling the baby a demon and abuse,
Right.
and then he was probably rough. But let me say
He
this.
yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
go back to the elderly woman who he let die. Dropped her body off in front of the hospital and left it there.
Yep.
Wow. What? I didn't know.
Yep.
Whoa.
Dropped her daughter. I listened to her like 2 hours. I think her daughter did a whole 2 hours.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Dropped
Mm-hmm.
her mother's body off in front of the hospital and left it there.
Wow.
and the one
Selfish.
witness said that he made her have anal with her and split her open. So it's like, man, and the judge was still
Oh
going to
my.
be lenient with him. She was not going to like give him a
Mama
life
Dia. Sorry,
and
go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
but his behavior, it's like, dude, you got all these people saying all these terrible things about you. You should have been stoic. You should have been like a statue up in that. Why? And that's his own demise. It's like, you know what? God himself or herself came down and told him, you know what? COVID's going on. Don't be in the courtroom, because he would have had to have a certain decorum in the courtroom. But because he was behind that wall, and I don't know, it's like what
But I'm telling y'all, he went back to his, oh, this is just how it always is. This is how we do it. This is how it was done until after today. I'm gonna
right.
keep reiterating that.
And
This
you
is a
know how
new
good
time.
this is, Napah, you guys? Why I'm so excited too, because like how someone just wrote in the comments about the Netflix and all this thing. Part of his sentences is that he could never recoup any type of book deals or
Yep.
Netflix deals behind this. He gets to have
They said
no
that
type of financial gain off of
Yep.
this bull stuff.
they actually
And I
put it
was like,
that he
wow,
cannot get no money off of any like.
yes,
Wow.
yep, yep.
I
I mean, it was
gotta address this
beautiful.
person in here.
That's directed
Yeah,
karma.
Let
yeah.
That's
me
deep.
talk to this person real quick. Who brought him out and pumped him up to get views? We all know who promoted the weirdos. Nothing but weirdos come from the conscious community. It's the abode of mental ill people and fakes. But guess what? You want to blame a particular channel. However, you're all present, including you, because all you're worried about is trying to attack someone who has nothing to do with it. So you're one of those people. Remember this person hiding behind a channel. No, no, no. We already talked about the
Yep.
consciousness community. Hold on, let me say this to this person. Let me put it back up here. You said the consciousness community weirdos, but wait a minute. You're okay with the consciousness community and nature boy and men attacking women and calling them whores. You're okay with revenge porn. You are Southside Slayer. You are.
Mm-hmm.
You're okay with it. You know how I know you're okay with it? Because you're playing games. Who pumped him up? It's the black community. That's who pumped him up. Black
He
men.
pumps his own
It
self
wasn't
up,
just the
and
black
black
community.
women,
Wait, no,
black
no.
women, and
Let me
himself.
talk to my brothers. Black men, stand with me. Don't think I'm going against you all. But let's talk about the manosphere. You think the manosphere is separate from the consciousness community? I just didn't go there yet. Hate women, black women. We gonna leave these black women alone. The black woman's just her fault. She's manly. The black woman this, the black woman that.
Yep.
It's a nature boy. He's fine. He's kicking back with all of you. Oh, right. I don't think these women really are submissive. I don't think these women are really women enough. Oh, you're manly because you're teaching Moshe, y'all. Oh, you are a man, Genesis. You want to
Yep.
be a man because you don't have one. Why don't
Masculine.
we? You want to? We're talking about who promoted him. You know who promoted him? Yeah, I already talked about this community. I'm getting a little rough because I know what I'm saying about the consciousness community isn't same of what you said. Who promoted him? The black consciousness community with lead that says women are nothing, that
We
women
did.
can't teach, that women are whores, that it's okay
Mhm.
because I'm a part of it. Nobody in the black consciousness community, not one man, not one, not even one, said, "What the fuck are you doing passing her pictures around?" This woman she's not doing anything besides teaching. Why did you all say it's okay that Solar Mind could send my pictures to Jahar Kabay and he could sell them on a website? Don't come in here with the black consciousness community. Let's talk about the black men who let it happen. Now, see, when I say that, my brothers get, my channel is predominantly male. I love you, but I'm telling you some harsh words. I'm telling you some harsh words. Not the audience, because they're not content creators. What about all the black men who get up on these panels and do all their teaching, and in Kemet and in the Bible? Why didn't you say anything about Nature Boy?
Teach, say it.
What happened to
Yep.
nobody? Nothing.
No men were checking that man.
Sonetta and I had to
It was
say
mostly women that was doing it. It was mostly like
Yep.
the foot on neck squad was all women.
and the
And
men
the
who
only
did
other
it,
person was that other world person.
and
Yep.
he was
that
doing
was a
revenge
part of that.
porn, so
It
he
was
don't
like
count.
two men got on the squad, but then they wanted to dominate the thing and started to attack the women that were trying to get,
Thank you.
like, that were talking
Yep.
to when Velvet's father, okay, was trying to go down to Mexico. It became a war between the men and the women.
Look at this,
Trying
y'all.
to, like, get her away from Nature Boy.
Look at this. Why you send out your pictures? It's your fault. I wish Nature Boy was here
Wow.
right now. Guess what? I'm a grown ass fucking woman. Why do you have I almost got vulgar. Why did I send out my pictures? Because I was in a relationship with a man and it was consensual. And he said, and just tell me I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying, sisters, get me. Do they not beg you? Do they not give you a long? What do they always say?
Honey, they be sending you pictures first of their penis and
I
stuff.
would
Okay.
never know. I don't care. No,
Right.
I'm going to tell
Right.
you what these men do. I would never
Send me a
do.
picture of yourself.
I want to say it. I would never. No, fuck all. I mean it. They're lying pieces of shit, all of them. I would never do that to you. I'm not the type of man. What you think I'm that type of man?
Mm.
You think am I lying?
No, you're not.
Southside Slayer, you think I'm that type of brother? I know what kind of sister you are. You're a good woman. You love me. You're my woman. I would never do that to you. Please. And they say, no, I don't want to do it. Next day. Oh, baby, you know I love you so much. You don't even love me. I mean, I'm not. I know you think I'm like the rest of these guys. Well, you're kind of being like the rest of them because you're begging. I'm not. I mean, okay, no, never mind. I just wish, it's just that I love you so much. I would never do that. We can't even have sex. I can't even touch you. At least I could have that. No, I don't know. I don't want my pictures out. Is that what you think about me?
The
Now,
gaslighting.
did I get it right?
You got it exactly right.
Well, what did you say, Southside Slayer? Why did I send them out? Because a goddamn lying ass man.
And how is it your fault when someone else does not get the consent and gives it to a third party or the public, how is that your fault
That's
if that was their action?
And now that's what we're happy about. You're going to prison.
Welcome to 2024 South Side Slayer, where we have a president now that's gonna get like you a charge, bro.
Look at this. You met a
Oh
guy
my
online
God,
and
this
you sent your
person's a
cootie.
child.
I want to keep on going in on this guy because he's
Napah, make me into a mod, please.
I will. He's the one who needs. I'm glad that they're going to prison. I'm glad he's in there forever.
Ooh,
Because
that's why he
you
mad.
think it's
Is
okay.
it a man or a woman? You think it's a man or
Listen, I don't care because if
It
it's a
sound
woman,
like a woman.
I don't care if it's a man or woman. I want to say this: you are the ones who send pictures out, and if you're a woman, you're the one who likes to share that woman's picture and laugh at it. See, you think in 2024, lockdown, COVID, or anytime, I don't care, 2010, you think it's okay for someone's private fucking pictures that they never wanted out to be sent out. You think it's fun. That's why Eligio's in prison. Praise God. And you're next. I hope you go to prison as well. I do. Y'all don't understand. I'm so happy. This is, to me, it's sexual assault. It's sexual assault.
It is.
Yes, it's sexual assault. You're going to send out somebody's pictures that they don't want anyone looking at? It's a crime. It's a felony. Yeah, so you were asking me why did I send my pictures out? Oh, I met a guy online, and people meet online all the time and get married. So you're not going to shame women anymore. You're not, Nature Boy Jr.
Right.
You're not going to shame women for being
are really
You know what? This is
losing
what
it.
the Hebrews, and not just the Hebrews, the people online in the community.
Show my screen real quick.
Why
This is a
are
vampire. This is a
women-
person who's attempting to feed off of pain.
Why are women whores? I will. Why are women
Right.
whores? But the men who beg for the pictures, they're innocent heroes. Go to hell.
This person is
Why
hungry
would
for
you make
blame
yourself
game.
out of a serial killer? What is wrong with you?
He probably is. This is
That's
amazing.
is the South Side Slayer. Like, why would you even want to be a part of like the South Side Slayer? Why would you?
Oh, is this his channel?
No, this is the actual South Side Slayer. But why would you even name yourself after a serial?
Oh, well, there you go. Thank you, lady. That's why the energy had me go in on him.
And you need to please give me mod so I can just
I'm gonna mod you right now. But that's
this
the point.
person trying to feed off of the energy in the chat.
Yep.
Yeah, but this is beautiful. Thank you, because we can see this is a new day. You're not gonna make me feel bad for being in a relationship, a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
Right.
Keep shining your light, lady.
You're clearly like a weirdo. Like, why would you be the South Side Slayer? Why would you be even like?
And you're a woman, so that makes you even more sick.
A person that actually like killed like 14 people and suspected. And what is wrong with you? 31 people total that they
Because
killed.
he thinks it's cool. It makes him cool. It's a cool guy. He's cool. I'm gonna give him
It's a low level vampire, y'all.
Well, I went off because I'm that energy is gone. All this shit. Why do you think they you know how many men? This guy was probably calling Janae a whore.
Right.
Oh yeah.
It's
That's
easy
what he
to just
called
play
all
the
women.
blame game. It reminds me of Adam. Oh, the wife you gave me. Everyone wants to point the finger, and it's
Yo,
like
that was so funny to me in the Bible with
you're looking
Adam.
outside. Right. He blamed it. The woman you gave me. Like, I mean,
And he was hiding. He didn't even come when God first called him. He was hiding.
Right.
And not all men are like this. The men that are listening that resonate with us, they agree. But this guy is like, how come you sent your pictures? You're probably looking at my pictures right now.
Right.
Weirdo.
It reminds me of the kind of guys, like I was on a podcast a while ago, and they were like, well, the young girls used to get with the young guy, the older guys in high school. It's your fault. It's y'all fault. Y'all got in the car with them. I'm like, wait a minute. These are children. You know what I mean? So this is that same mentality.
Yeah, keep it going. I'm looking. I'm trying to find you, Moshe. I was going to give you a wrench, but I don't see you. You need to make a comment.
I think that's
But yeah,
so
I
funny
went on.
how
I
this
will thank
person
you.
is trying
I
to
wrenched
twist it
you.
around now.
I did it. Thank you for sharing this. He wants to be the Southside Slayer. He wants to kill. He likes to be a serial killer. Yeah,
this is wild.
That doesn't hurt me, baby. You nasty.
Right.
Is this a child?
This is a hurt woman or a man on the DL. I promise you.
You nasty. You gonna play victim, can't twist. Guess what? I guess you said Janae's gonna play victim because he's going to prison.
Right. Mhm.
He's going to
Prison.
prison, and I'm
Well,
so
welcome, welcome to the 2024, the age of Aquarius,
thank you.
the feminine energy, the feminine, what's it called, the divine feminine,
The divine feminine. And guess what? Your mother, your daughters, your sisters, for innocent women, no more, no more. Because there are relationships. By the way, there's relationships going on. You could try to,
That's
you're
right.
trying to shame me. I want to drive this home. I know I'll go on and on, but there are relationships, marriages going on online.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna talk about that, and then when they break up, you think you have the right to share somebody's nudes, somebody's private business? You know, that's very illegal. It is. And what was it, 30 years?
and
Did they say
now we
Yeah.
have a precedence that is really illegal. That
yeah,
if
that's why I'm
Yeah.
pop locking it. Guess what? And I don't do it anymore. I did
Right.
it.
I mean,
I
they
just
don't do
like
it
forget that
anymore.
Just like when Cardi B won against Tasha K. Now
Mm-hmm.
same thing gonna go down. You know what?
Yeah.
Well, Janae
Yeah.
won against Nature Boy. That's a historical trial, right? This will go down in history.
Oh,
And
this is a woman. I think this is a woman, yeah.
but listen, I want you to bring up
So feminine,
I want
like
you to bring up
Libra.
that thing. I
Mm-hmm.
thought I deleted the comments. It's still
I'm a
going?
fraud and a manipulator. Who am I manipulating? How the
I'm gonna
who
pray
have
for
I
you,
fraud? Who
Southside
have
Slayer.
he's mad? Somebody's mad that we're talking about Nature Boy. Let me pop lock some more that he's going to prison for.
It might be
So,
Juju. It
so
might be Juju. That might be Juju because Southside's in Chicago.
who's Juju?
That the little boy
They
that like
have a
got up there like loving
What?
him.
and see what people don't understand is that the patriarchy and the things of grape culture and all this stuff is funded by the sick, what I like to call the sick matriarchy. You cannot have this without an underbelly of matriarchy. Nature Boy was supported by women in the shadows,
Yep. Yep.
paying for everything. Nature Boy was supported by
Yeah,
most of his
Nature Boy
followers
was
was
supported by
women.
women like every other cult is supported by women, but
Yes, the paymasters be
they're not
women.
well in the mind though. I mean,
Right.
I'm gonna drive that home. They are not thinking straight because he has so much control over them and the men who gave up their whole life savings. He really is a
Yeah.
master manipulator, and that's why, like York, you know this. Oh yeah,
Yes.
he's a master manipulator.
Yeah. So true.
And think about this, he also was a stripper though. So imagine the
Sure
type of women that
was.
probably was giving him money. They probably was like,
Right.
and I'm a big woman, but they probably was big backed, you know what I'm saying? Giving them money, you know what I'm saying?
No,
I
that
can't
all
deal with
sizes of
you.
women, all sizes. Look at the beautiful women that come in and out of his carbonation. They were all sizes. This is the thing. I know y'all are kind of
Those are
spazzed
the
out
broke
because
women. Those are the broke women, but I'm saying the one that got the
The
money,
paymasters be having the big backs, you say?
the paymasters have the big backs, okay?
And all
And
different
the
races
fat
and
chick
everything.
that was
yeah,
giving
all
him
different races. Yeah, I
I'm
got into
done.
it because
that,
I'm
that,
excited.
it was almost like a stripper, because he
Right.
would actually get up there and start strip dancing almost like he actually at one
Yeah,
point found his
he was
hand
eye
and it
candy.
was
Right.
gyrating and all this other. He
His
did a lot
teaching moments were hilarious because he did a whole
Yes.
lesson on I think he's like I about transsexuals. I mean, it
Yeah,
was just
that
ridiculous.
they're more
Oh yeah.
feminine.
When he
Yeah.
I
entered his
think
This
this
is the most
transsexual
masculine, weirdest looking transgender I've ever seen in my life. Like out of
because
all
he
the
because he
transgenders,
still
that
couldn't
one
have
that
the
looks like a
transgender be cuter than him. He was the head HBC in charge with the wide hips.
Yeah.
He saw himself as the ultimate goddess in real time. He was a
Yep.
power, you know what I'm saying? So in real time, for real, and valued that quality in other men, not really women. Hence why the women he did end up with were shaped like little boys, shaped like probably how he was shaped around the time he was first assaulted.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's
I
true.
hope that the brothers out there don't aren't offended. The ones who I love and who really agree with me about the victimization and stand with me. Well, we got to tell the truth. We got to tell the truth. There is a great need. Men, and because I'm the woman, and I'm sure all these women on the panel have done this once in their life or before in their lives. I know Moshe Yah has because I heard her say it. I
Oh
love to
yeah.
be submissive. I love to follow. I love good leaders. But where is the good leadership? Where is
Yeah.
the one man isn't going to only do it, one voice. You got to
Right.
get up and you're going to have to speak up. Like,
unless you're Monique and you find your daddy,
who?
Monique.
But guess
Monique,
what? In order
the
for her to have
comedian.
her
She
daddy,
calls
she
her
had to abuse her
husband her
son.
daddy. Well,
Crazy.
Well, I
and
haven't been
Rock
following that.
calls Blueface her daddy. But so,
Ugh.
but anyways, but
Wow.
speaking of the men, I really want to play Aaron. So if you want to really get the men on
Mm.
your side, I want to hear
Yes.
men
I
and
mean,
how
the
they.
men are my brothers are on my side in the darkest minds of the light, but some of them get mad. Maybe this was a man or a woman who got in his feelings. But let me say this. I'm gonna repeat this.
And he
Um,
did have on some nails. Remember he had the nails on, said he
He
was a
had the
cat.
cat claw
you're not
claw
gonna tell
nails.
women they're
Yeah.
whores for sending out their private pictures in relationships. Okay?
That hey, that
You want
precedent
to
has been set.
I can't say this enough. You're not going let me tell you real quick. A sister on yes, she's not a sister, a woman. Her name is Lady Snoop. When someone might gave my pictures to Tarka Bay and they were all going at me laughing. Oh, we saw your pictures. Tarka's selling them for $3. It was so illegal, but they're so dumb. And she called me. She said, I want to interview you. And she interviewed me. And she's like, what kind of woman sends her pictures out? I would never do that. I would never do that. Fast forward about a year later, her whole coochie was out. Everybody was sharing her naked pictures. All her naked pictures were going out. And
Wow.
I wasn't happy, but I was saying, well, now you see. Now you see what it
Yep.
feels like. And I don't even like her. I won't. One thing I won't do is spread a woman's pictures around. I don't care if I
Facts.
hate you. I don't care if I
Facts.
hate you because I know how evil that is and it's highly illegal. So I always think of that story how
Yeah.
she tried to humiliate me, like this guy in the chat. She tried to make me feel like a whore, like a dirty woman. And ooh, how come you did that? And turned out that they had, and my pictures aren't my coochie, but whatever. It doesn't matter. It's my private nakedness. Her whole coochie with her legs spread out. That's what they were describing. I haven't seen it. But my point is, it doesn't make her a whore.
Sure
It doesn't make
doesn't.
her a slut. It
Makes her
makes her
human.
it makes her a victim. He's talking about you want to be a victim. You're not a victim. This is the problem, ladies. This is the problem. You're not gonna play victim. Even without the pictures, we're whores to men. I mean, not all men, but think about it. You're a
Wow.
slut. You're a whore. You're a slut. You're a slut. You're a slut. Remember that we watched on? Did you see that, Moshe? Did you see on that clip
Oh
with
yeah.
GMS?
Yep.
You're a slut.
You're
So,
so, I
sorry.
mean, it's
Go ahead.
and they're supposed to believe in Yeshua, and he says, notice in the Bible all throughout he's defending women that they're shaming. Oh, why would you let this woman kiss you? Why would you let this woman touch you? And he's like, well, she did this for me. She loved on me. You guys didn't do anything for me. Even when they were going to stone that woman caught in adultery, he was like, he who was without sin cast the first stone, and they dropped the stone and
Teach.
walked away.
I love it.
Hallelujah.
And they were calling her a whore, but did they bring the man who was committing adultery?
Come
Right.
on now. Teach.
Right.
This is my friend. I love you so much, Joe. I haven't seen you around. I know you're on this Facebook streets, but I didn't know you're one of my subscribers. You better be one of my subscribers. Peace to you. So this is one of the brothers who gets it. Like he's not offended by what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And that's not. First off, I want to say, if I got overzealous and I said most, no. There's a small amount of men who are hateful. I'd say 20%, but there's never a little. You can't say there's just a little bit cancer, right? Oh, that's okay. Just a little cancer, a little mold is still going to ruin everything. So I just want to, I keep on, I know I went in, y'all. Y'all should have pulled me back and say, no, don't go in on the
No, they
brothers.
need to be said. They
But I
need to be
love the
said just the way
men.
it was
I love the
said.
brothers. I love the men who do care. I love the men who are speaking up. I love the men who look at these guys and say, "You're weak. You're a low life. You're a what do they call them? What do they call them? You're misogynist." So without that, I'm gonna go and play what Genesis has been patiently waiting for. Shout out to the men and the brothers. Shout out to the men who love and take care of the women. But all right, let's listen to this.
That's fine.
Aaron, can you turn your camera
Hold on.
I'm actually trying to figure out how to turn my video on. Okay, thank you.
I had to click a button that says to ask you to start your video. So, okay.
Got it. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Hold on one second. Let us start. Let us start your video.
Yeah, Mr. Dixon, if you raise your right hand, do you swear or affirm the evidence you'll give to the court today will be the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can put your hand down and introduce yourself, please.
Yes, sir. My name is Aaron Dixon. I'm just gonna be brief. Don't think that anybody in the world has led a perfect life, a life that doesn't have mistakes, a life that doesn't have shortcomings. But the difference, the distinct difference about Mr. Bishop is that even in this moment, as he sits in a very serious position, he's in disbelief as if he's done nothing wrong. And the danger behind that is that in order to change your behavior, you have to first acknowledge that a change needs to be made.
Right.
Mr. Bishop has an inability to see his own shortcomings, which means he will never change, which means he should never be in the vicinity of a normal, functioning human being. I personally believe that all mistakes are forgivable if a person has the courage to admit that they even made a mistake. And I will say, Judge, I've met some unique people in my life, but this is the very first time that I believe that I've ever met a psychopath in real time. That's all I got to say.
Sorry.
Thank you.
All right, that's all the state has by way of evidence. We do have argument at the appropriate time, but we would reserve that.
All right, and
Am I allowed to speak at all?
yeah, hold on 1 second. Did you have any witnesses that wanted to speak, Mr. Booker?
Judge, my witnesses have been banned from the courthouse, so no, I do not.
Oh, okay. They're the ones who acted out. Okay.
I don't know that they acted out, but they're not in the courthouse.
Well, I would instruct the deputies for all of those witnesses who acted out on the stand and the folks that acted out in the gallery where once they did that, they were no longer welcome in the courtroom.
There are some people who were banned who didn't act out. Judge.
Okay, well, I'll be happy to hear from them.
They're not here, so we'll just proceed.
All right, Mr. Ray wants to say something. Is he a witness?
There's Mr. Townsend. He's sorry.
Oh, sorry. It says Solar Ray on there.
Yes, I did not realize. I'm sorry.
That's okay. All right.
Not Solar Ray.
Go ahead and unmute, please. Raise your right hand and we'll swear you in.
Sir, do you swear or affirm the evidence you give to the court today will be the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down and introduce yourself, please.
My name is Courtney Townsend, and yes, I have been on a journey with everyone who has spoke, and I have been very close to Mr. Bishop during this entire journey. And thank everybody for sharing what you shared. And thank you, Aaron, for saying what you said as well. Bringing that clarity and even offering some medicine to the table for him to hold on to.
Can you take that ASO thing out?
That what?
The ASO.
Oh, sorry.
That everybody is on a spiritual journey. Not everybody really acknowledges it. However, we're all there. I didn't realize that my purpose and being myself was all that I needed. I felt like I was missing pieces. I was missing my father. And I was so gung-ho on changing the world, I was willing to change myself to the detriment of me. I found all of my gifts and all of my affinities to be the very things that were shut down and arrested while I was at Carpenter Nation. All of my skills and gifts and abilities that could have me.
Can I stop him, please? I can't hear all this.
Yeah, he also, I think he's
I really
inebriated.
wasn't trying to hear him. Because the main thing I wanted to hear was Aaron say.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Even in this moment. You know what I'm saying? Even in this moment, you cannot admit that you're wrong. That you've done something wrong.
Right.
You know, I'm sure he's watching him act like a whole fool behind the thing, and it's probably pissing him off. And you know what? And I'm glad it was very concise. It was clear, and he says that in no way should he ever be in touch with another human being, right?
Never.
A logical human being, because he's a psychopath.
EAE,
I
I'm looking
believe
for
that
if Jonathan Majors could pay him in the biopic.
Yeah, I can't
Is
really.
Jonathan Majors, who's that? The one who got in the trouble with his girlfriend recently?
Who was running down the street with that white girl? They was running.
What do you think about that? Do you think he was wrong? I want to ask all of you. I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna start with you. You can take a couple minutes. Do you think he was wronged, or was it right? The verdict of guilty. You know who we're talking about, everybody, right?
Jonathan Majors. Yeah, I go ahead. You talking to me? Go first.
Sure. Do you think it was a wrong verdict, or do you think he
Oh, I
was
think it
guilty?
was a perfect verdict. I think, and if I gathered correctly, he was found guilty except for on one charge or something like that, right?
Oh, he was found guilty of assaulting her.
Yeah, he should have gotten. Yeah, I mean, he was already giving those type of vibes. You know, walking around the little teacup, poking his lips out all the time. Just, you couldn't take him serious, and he's what I call, as an entertainer, he's part of the jester court. You know what I'm saying? And the jester court is not really for we like, as a public, we like to think it's about us, but they're really entertaining the people who, I guess you could say, are making it happen the way it happens in our world. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think he got exactly what he should have got, a little bit more, but it's just the time right now. We're not, Mother Nature's not accepting this. She's throwing all that stuff out. She's like, nah, we're not doing that.
Okay. And what about you, Moshe? Yeah, you know who Jonathan Majors is?
An actor, I believe. I only know a little bit about it, but I do know that it just seems typical. It seems like, to me, it seems he is guilty. I don't want to, give my final judgment on it yet. I need to learn more.
Yeah.
But from the looks of it, yeah. I mean, the whole strangulation part, and yeah. So it just seems similar to all of this. And it's just so many stories like this. It takes me back to O.J. Simpson. A lot of this, to that time.
Okay, thank you. What about you, Genesis? Do you think Jonathan Majors was guilty? Was that I mean, he was found guilty. Do you think that was a just verdict?
Leave them white women alone. Hey, hey, hey. I'm just joking. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm just joking. I would say this is, if you put your hands on a woman and you're stronger than that woman. Now she was a fighter, so she was running after him too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because she was running, he was
She
running,
was
and she
running
was
in.
him down like Michael Myers. So I don't
Right.
really know I don't know the
Yeah.
backstory. I can't make a decision on that.
Yeah, that's right.
But
I'm glad you.
I will say, leave the white woman alone.
With all that, let me say this. I believe, like what you said, I followed the trial. I think that was an unjust verdict. So there you go, brothers. I'm not just on this whole, and I'm not saying that for the men, but I really was upset about the verdict, in opposition to what the sister said. Oh yeah, why? How do you find somebody guilty when you see her chasing him down?
it was because he twisted her little finger, and then
But
also you
that
just
was her
not gonna
word.
get up
Let
there.
me get
Wait,
mine
hold
out.
up.
No,
Go
no,
ahead, go ahead. You're right. You're right. You're
my
right.
turn.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
My turn.
You're right.
You don't get to come in. Let me say this. Okay. He had a witness in the car who said that it was her. She had no witnesses. Not even one. Not even one. The camera showed him trying to, put her back in the car, but he also explained that she was losing it and crazy and jealous, and the witness cooperated in the car. Then she chases him down the street. He tried to get away from her. They tried to use him telling her, stop coming in late with the recording. I could think about it. She's manipulative. Why is she recording him? Why was she recording him while he was talking? Now I'm
Right.
gonna hand it back over to you all. Yeah, I want you to answer those
No,
questions.
you're right. Legally, you right. Legally,
Good point.
legally I agree with you. But energetically, you're not gonna bring up the good sister Coretta Scott name like that and think that's gonna be okay. She done dealt with enough when she was alive from Martin. You ain't finna be up here with Mr.
Right.
Old Black and Nigga face
Well,
and messing with nobody.
who know? Do you know what Ojan's talking about?
Leading one
Do you know? Did you hear that? What he said, Moshe and DJ Genesis, what she's talking about, where he brought up Coretta Scott King.
How dare you?
Yeah.
what I
Oh man.
said. Hey,
He was
hey.
saying, he was saying, I want to be like Martin Luther King. I need a Coretta Scott King behind.
Mm.
I need, but of course she was white, and that's his
Come
fault
on,
for
man.
not. No,
Yeah,
Right.
but
that was.
no, but you know what? That
I
was
get what he meant, like the strength, but
yeah. He was talking about he didn't he didn't
Say
see
that.
this is the issue where I bring in balance because I'm not gonna say a black man because he chose to sleep with a white woman deserves to go to
yeah,
jail unjustly.
No,
that's true.
He,
Yeah,
of course not.
I think for me, I think he's a great man. And I
yeah,
hope he can overcome it. And I'm glad he got that sister Megan. Yes. Shout out to me.
He don't
yeah.
like
I gotta
her
dig on
though.
this more because, woo, all of this is
He
also
may
new.
not
Even the
like her, but
Nature
she's
Boy. I'm
standing
like,
by his
what?
side.
You
And
say he
that's
don't like? How do you know he don't like her though? Like what?
I don't know.
He
He said
don't.
he was praising her, saying she's one of the most amazing women he's ever known. He started almost actually got tears in his eyes talking about it.
This is Hollywood. You guys forget these are actors.
No, I don't forget that he's an actor. He's a human being, though.
He's a human being who's an actor
Why would he be acting about that and not acting about the white woman?
because he wants to act and make money so he be in a position to have more white women.
No,
He wants to cut.
he has a
He
black
wants to be
fiance.
forgiven.
He
Right.
has
Well, not really. Not
really
really.
he didn't. So he's
No, no.
lying when he said she's black. When she's
No, meaning to me and you, she's a Beyonce. She's a black woman. She's that. But in the lane that he's in the world he's in, she is what you just said the men call the women anyway.
no,
She's a
I don't know
male
what you
dom.
mean by that.
She's in a male dominated field where she is viewed as a pass around.
No, she's not. You just said that. Nobody has ever.
No, I'm that's not
I've
my
never heard
perspective of
anybody
her.
call her a pass around.
Oh, that's something that is constantly said amongst the men, black men,
Not just
in the manosphere, men from the Hollywood thing, kind of like it's a thing where she's not really respected or protected as one of. She's not treated, meaning she's not treated like a Regina King. There's the us women love Megan. Women love Megan. The men love how Megan look.
no.
But
That no. I'm gonna
Mm.
let you finish up. And I'm gonna
when it comes to how she's portrayed in Hollywood down to the typecasting roles that she's allowed to have, she doesn't get the Regina King roles really. She doesn't get that range in her acting. What she gets is a lot of I hate to say it, but those everyone's story gets deserves to get be told. I agree with that. But when you're looking at the Hollywood complex, sometimes you're looking at programming. You're looking at programming, and for her programming, she gets that typecasting of like damaged goods.
okay. Now let me come in.
Unfortunately,
Okay, I name one movie where she's damaged goods because the last movie I saw her in was she played the a mother. She played a mother and a wife of Jimmy Fox. I've never seen her play any roles of
what
damaged goods or horse. And she's a former wife of a pastor. Now, I don't know. I've never seen Megan Good being playing a whore or a slut or anything. In fact, she plays the roles that Regina King plays. And she's a
mm,
black woman.
I guess I would respectively agree to disagree, and I
Okay,
guess I'm
name a
looking
role where
at
she
it.
played a pass around.
mm, Okay, so my thing is not that like we're talking about perception. We're talking about I mean the role she's like I think about that role she played with Tyrese and how she was like a booster and she was like trying to swindle him to get him to buy the dress or something like that and she ended up getting caught up and got in the back of it was like a love story actually, right? But the characters that even I think about her in what's the other one with the little girl, and she was the little girl who was with her father and Eve's by You. Meaning, in
Oh yeah.
these are roles that these
She
women
played a
take on.
whore.
Okay, so again, I'm saying I Oya do not perceive. I love Megan. I like her archetypes because I have a perspective on it as I call it a dark goddess or a dark wisdom perspective. But that is not the perspective that is pushed or taught in the general masses or the general collective. In the general collective, in that movie with Tyrese, she was a floozy selling a dress, trying to get a man caught up. In the end,
She was a
because she got
floozy.
nice. That's the typecasting. That's if you, I'm pretty sure if you look at the script for that movie, her role wasn't like just cute young black girl selling a dress. She had a certain dress on that stimulates certain thoughts in what we look at in our meaning like it's the Western
She
culture of
was
how a
married to
black
a whole pastor
I never seen her
yeah.
play a
in the
floozy. And let
Christian
me say
church,
this: she's played
right?
She was married to
teenagers.
a pastor, and he
She
kind of
played
like had her
teenagers.
out there.
Okay, she played teenagers. She's played moms. She may have played a bad woman on a couple things, but she's never been put out as a whore. Now there are people who are who hate her, and they might call her a whore, but they'll call anybody a whore. They call Michelle Obama a man, but
Yes,
Michelle
that's what I'm
Obama's
saying.
never.
It's right. So then you get what I'm saying. This is a program of
No,
we
I
can
don't know.
handle
We,
you a
we were
certain
talking
way.
about Jonathan and his woman
Mm-hmm.
because he is not with a woman who's seen as a pass around. She's never been seen as a pass around in Hollywood. People didn't like her, the way she presented herself as a pastor's wife. They thought she should have dressed more demure, but she never was doing anything whorish. Now, don't get me wrong, it's Hollywood, of course. They're going to be sexy and do whatever they do. That's not me.
I
But
don't
I
think it's
mean,
wrong for a woman to be good in her femininity and be sexy and
I
be
agree.
beautiful. Does that
I
make that
agree.
person deserve like? Does that make that person into a person that's less desirable because she's not buttoned up or whatever, and he's looking for a Coretta Scott King, and that's not probably like what her archetype is. Hers is more sexual. I would say this, okay? Leading white women.
I disagree with that, though.
I would say
I
this.
don't I don't
I
think
would
it's
say
because of white women.
I'm kind of like just joking.
Oh, wait, no, wait. I'm going to take that back. I do agree with that. If you're going to be, when you see her start doing coop cray cray, leave her alone. And because it's not going to be like
Hello.
with a black woman. You're
That's
not going to.
that. But here's the thing: is they all got that Karen type of energy that will kick in when a disagreement kicks in, and then that's when they can like pull out the police and hey, you know what I'm saying? Trust me,
Mm.
'cause
Yeah.
I've been in situations with where I was actually dating a guy who actually had another like it was in a three-way relationship with a white woman. And let me tell you something: when when them tears get to falling, you better watch out. When they get to
Well, I respect Oya's opinion. She thinks that Jonathan Majors got with the pass around and got what he deserves.
I
No,
don't.
I don't think that. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that he's using again. These men use the the energy of the black woman to come and save them now after they done like Monica said done toiled around and wherever they toiled around at and now you need your image meaning this is a
Mhm.
campaign meaning he needs the support of his brown people so he can get these movie deals back he needs his life back on track and if the black people need to see him with a black girl to make sure he's safe for the black community to do the black slave people movies again it's marketing.
So you don't think he actually loves her
No, not at
Why would he
all.
get engaged with her then?
and
Because it's
cry?
good for optics. It's called optics.
Well,
It's great for
I wish him the
optics.
I would
best.
hate to be that. I don't know.
And guess what? Let's be honest, you guys.
I want to
Let's
hope
be
that.
honest.
Hold on, I want to not. I want to hope that level of optics is not like going on.
Yeah,
Girl,
I'm
this
kind
man
of thinking.
yes.
I believe that they really are in love, but hey,
Oh.
You never
no,
know.
but hey,
I still want to believe in love. I still want to believe in love.
I want to believe in love, but I'm not gonna believe in their love. How about that? I will say that. I
Yeah.
will stand by that. I'm gonna believe in love, but not their love.
Right.
Well, I don't think he
My
should
picture
be. I don't think he should have been found guilty for that because
I can agree with you
they didn't
legally.
even
I
prosecute.
absolutely do agree with you.
He had injuries. They didn't even prosecute that woman.
No, they didn't. You're right about that. But energetically, you can't play it right now. Not the time you're playing in a black woman's face, or really no woman's face. It's just not gonna be honored by Mother Earth. And I just think the people, men and women and all animals, need to just understand that right. Don't it don't matter if you're male or female.
Yeah.
Stop playing in Mother Earth's face and her children. How about that?
You think he was? You think when he met her, like the one that he met on the set? Do you think he was just like not at the place where he is now? Like, you know how it's the opposite where usually the black man will have be coming up with the black woman and then get success and then dump her and get a white woman. Well, do you think that maybe it was a flip where he was like, this white girl's giving me what I need, and then when he got more popular, he started saying, this isn't fun anymore. You're not cute anymore. You going out getting drunk and being all wild in public. It's not cute because I'm at a certain
crying and stuff like that, about to get me locked up.
Yeah. Is he
Wait
in
a
jail,
minute.
you guys? Is he in jail? I don't remember. Does he have an ankle bracelet?
I don't think he's in jail. He just lost all his like movies.
Yeah.
Wait a
Oh
minute,
my
y'all.
God, that was so devastating. He
And he
lost
might not
all of
have
them.
come up the traditional way with a black woman, like romantic, but he did come up with this imagery of like his aunt and his mother, and he was literally walking around with this teacup that his mama gave him. So he was still riding on that energy of a black woman supports me to get me where I'm at. And I think thought he found him a little loophole by going over there with some black men go into the entertainment industries and they feel like if they get them a Caucasian or a preference or something like that, then they might find a little loophole and be at the right parties with the right people, get the right acceptance, you know?
I think it's like proximity. I think that when a person gets to that level, it's like vultures. Like them like people be like magnets to a like flies to own shit. You know, once you like get to that level, I think that all them like white chicks be on you. You know, and
I think all chicks be on him.
I think all chicks, right? The Asians, the blacks, the
You would be
Ethiopians.
surprised how women are. Shoot,
might be a
even
little more agreeable than the black chicks.
with Sonetter, them women, y'all don't know. And we talking about just on the consciousness community, HOK.
Oh, I could
These
imagine.
women are ridiculous, girl.
I could imagine.
They be sitting in everything. Tonsils, throat,
I'm done.
cavity, dental reports, gynecological exams.
I cannot deal with you.
I'll be like, what the hell?
They don't even have teeth. They have dentures and just pull them out and just take a picture of them.
They just do everything. They like, and here's a picture of my soul. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with these women?
My soul with some lingerie on.
No gag reflex, okay? You can just,
Here's my soul with a thong on.
Yeah, I'm like, but you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I don't get mad off of that. You know what burns me up is when women are like, start bringing me up. Don't bring me up. Don't bring me up with, oh, well, I think she isn't good for you. And you just shoot your shot.
Right.
And leave me the hell out of it. But anyway, we're going into something else right now. But I was just thinking about
they gotta bring what they think is a queen bee down. They gotta like
you gotta be like Coretta right now. You better be on your Coretta right now.
So they gotta like move you out your spot to get to the right next to the main guy.
Yeah, but you know,
but you don't do that. You stay like Coretta.
But I was trying to say, what I'm trying to say is too, is you think that it's just somebody that's in like not only Sonetter is to me legendary. He's a conscious community legend. Okay, everybody's come through Sonetter. He's made so many careers. I mean that whether the person is Nature Boy or Young Pharaoh or Dr. Umar Johnson or Tariq Nasheed or Jabari or the list goes on and on, right? Not Captain Tazariak. He's a legend. However, I'm saying like imagine just that world, but then you have somebody who's like super famous, like Jonathan Majors. These women, no telling what they're doing for these men.
I
when they
think
was
I think they just didn't want another Black Panther to come out.
Maybe.
That's a whole nother
Who do you
perspective.
think is the most amazing black actor? And I mean, like today, I like Jonathan Majors, by the way, as a black actor.
Yeah.
But there's one that I really, really loved. I'm talking about the new ones. There's one. I'm saying male first, and then we'll go to the woman, the man, and the man. I'm gonna hold mine. I'm gonna go around. I'll start with Moshe because she's falling asleep. We're gonna close it down in a minute. I know you
I
sleep.
know who I
Hey
like.
y'all.
Yeah, I know. Now I know who I like. I had to think about the new guys, but I know who I like a lot.
Who's your favorite actor? It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't have to be
I
black.
don't remember his name, but he plays the new Morpheus, and he also was in that weird ass episode of Black Mirror. But he's the new Morpheus in the last Matrix. I cannot
And
remember
he's
his name.
also in
The new Candyman. Yeah. Oh, I love
I
him.
forgot his name.
Yeah.
He's yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna
He's
claim
in
him.
it. Okay. What about you, Genesis?
I like the guy from Key and Peele's movie.
Who?
With the eyes?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. What's his name? I don't know what his name is, but
Me either, but he got a beautiful, sleepy, like black man face, and he's very melanated.
Who, guys?
the dude
He was in Get Out.
Get Up. Yeah, Get Out.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah. He's
Is it my favorite?
He's
actor
real tall
right now?
too. He's very tall.
Could it possibly be Lakeith Stanfield?
No, I don't like
He's
him.
cute too.
I love
He's
him.
cute though. He's so cute. It's sad. Or no, he's not sad. He's melancholy.
Okay.
No, he plays the same goddamn character in
No,
every
he does
fucking
not.
Beautiful
He
though.
is so good. He's in Get Out. Remember the guy with the nose?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also,
Okay, that was that one. But
He was in
every
the
other
Black-
movie,
the
no, I
Fred
like the
Hampton.
one right here next to the white lady. I like him.
Who?
But Lakeith he plays the same character every movie. He's
No,
the
he
same.
doesn't.
like
Leave Lakeith
Lakeith.
alone. See,
I
that's
love
right.
Mahala
Always
Lashalao.
the weird guy
Who is
that's
it?
doing and mumbling and all that stuff. No.
You need
He
to
said,
leave
"Get
my
that
home.
mealy mouth shit out of here."
Why do you think you want to do that? Like, so what's going on? Like, what do you?
He's so good. He's in the Book of Clarence.
Like,
He's in the Book of Clarence. Who saw
so
the
are
Book
you
of
going to say
Clarence?
this and so are you going to say that? And so I would every movie
The
gets
pie get her.
I'm going to talk like this and I'm going to talk like that. So what? You know, that's
Well, this is how it is.
Like it.
First of all, what
I like
this
it for you,
is-
Napah. I like that for you, girl. I like that.
What do you mean you like that for me? I'm talking about acting.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Acting like
you're
that's our
acting
like.
like the same.
Get that
Did y'all
deal.
see the movie Leave the World Behind with Mahala Lashalao?
Oh
Shabazz?
yeah, that was
Was it
good
Moshe?
too.
Leave the
I
world
love
behind.
him.
Childish Gambino before I would choose.
Oh, let me see. Leave the world behind.
The guy Mahala Lashalao. I love
He
him.
got a name.
He has like
Yes.
a biblical
Mahala?
name of one of our
Mahala.
Shalal or
Very
something.
attractive.
Salam.
Yes.
I
Oh,
love
he's
him.
definitely
Yeah,
Muslim.
you know what? He is.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's amazing. He's
He's
my
a
favorite for
man.
now.
Let me see. Wait, I tried clicking on him.
But they both know how to like be.
Oh, wait a
violent
minute.
and have a
I
face.
love
Right?
him.
They both Mahala Lachua and that other guy know how to like act without even like saying nothing. So I like
Yeah,
He plays a straight guy very well. Yes.
Like he's like I just gotta like just say so.
It's not Mahershala Ali.
You gonna get up off Lakeith
Yes,
now?
yes.
It's
yes.
Mahershala Ali.
So
Yeah.
what do you think is going on? Like I'm like, dude, that same voice.
Let it go.
18
Let it go, Monica.
every other movie.
I just want to say again, I'm talking about acting. Okay,
Let it go,
y'all is
Monica.
over here.
We gotta change
Y'all is
voices,
over
though.
here on
It's
some
the same
thirsty stuff.
voice.
Oh yeah, but you know I'm an actress, so like I be
I'm
thirsting
an
after
actress
my
too.
fellow.
I'm a
So
SAG
you know.
actress.
And he can get
Are you in the union? I'm in the Screen Actors Guild. I'm an actual professional actress.
You better do that, girl.
I
You
played
better
in
do
I
that.
played in the movie.
Yeah,
Let
he
me tell you.
can get it. He can get it though. On top of that,
Who are
being
you
like,
talking about, girl?
this guy right here can get it.
You need to
Yeah, I
stop.
love
Y'all are
that.
sleepy.
Mahala
He
Don't
is
talk.
good.
Don't talk like that on my panel.
I'm sorry, it is getting late, honey. Listen,
Y'all are
Parch.
getting sleepy.
We are
Excuse me,
parched.
family. They are just so. Let me take this
We are
down.
parched.
I can't have that going on over
You
here.
can't
This
be
ain't.
putting these
Parched.
men's on it,
This
these
ain't.
sexy
This
men's
ain't
on
that
this
type of
thing.
party
I
over
feel
here.
thirsty all of a sudden.
What about the women? Hold on, and I'm gonna close out. What about the women actresses?
They
Start
can
with
all get
It's
all the
hard.
things you get.
Oh wow, because there's so many great ones. Oh,
Forrest Whitaker in his eye. Come on now.
I
I love
think Forrest
Forrest
Whitaker
Oh
is
Whitaker.
so
yeah.
sexy. I love
Oh
me some
yes,
Forrest,
I
and he can
love
act.
Forrest Whitaker.
I
Oh
love
yeah,
him
for real,
too,
for
but
real.
He's amazing. Denzel, of course. I
She said
told
F
y'all.
y'all.
Who said F y'all? Oh, you know what? My favorite is. I'm gonna go last.
I think that
Viola.
Denzel after the
Oh yeah,
Equalizer is over
Denzel.
with. I don't think he got no more movies to do. The
So we doing the
Equalizer.
Denzel favorites. What made us love Denzel?
You heard?
The
Did you hear
movie
my
that did it for
Denzel
us.
story? Who heard my Denzel story on my channel? Anybody?
No,
Mm-mm.
I
Say
what,
it. Tell us.
I
So
love
when I
Denzel.
was modeling, when I was younger and I lived in New York, I was out with my friends and we were sitting around kind of like we are right now. And I thought I was, oh God, I was just the bee's knees. And my friends were sitting there with our bottle, and then Denzel Washington was across the room at the bar. And he's a lot older than me, y'all. I don't know. What is he, 80 now? So he's,
is he
no,
80?
you're not 80, Denzel. I'm sorry. I'm
About
sorry, buddy.
60, maybe 60,
That man is not
50,
60.
Like about 20 more years?
55.
That man has to be in his 70s. Okay.
Maybe like 65,
He
60.
looks great, but he was a lot
She like
older.
he is 72 years old.
No,
My
but
wife
he
said
was
preserved him. She made sure he ate all his vitamin D and nutrients and everything like
his
that.
wife. Yes,
He is
exactly. But
74.
Top of the
so
line.
he sends I knew like this the rumor was that okay, he's in Islam now, but it wasn't like on like mainstream and everybody's like, "Oh, Denzel's a Muslim." So he sends me a bottle of Cristal. And me back then, I was Moshe, I was so over righteous, you don't even know. I was like he came to my table and I was like, he's like, "Hi, how are you? I'm Denzel." And I was like, why did you send me alcohol? I thought you were a Muslim. And
Wow, I love
I
it.
was so rude. I was like, you sent me alcohol, but you think it's haram. You would send me something like that? And then he was just sitting there like this, like, who is this stupid ass woman? I'm Denzel. And so his assistant tapped him on the shoulder and said, we gotta go, Denzel. And then he left.
He probably thought you were so beautiful. Well, you
I don't
are,
know if he thought I was beautiful, but I know he thought I was crazy after
girl.
I did that. After
He
I did
probably
that.
was shocked that you weren't that you could speak, because most women probably see him and they couldn't even talk, and you was not only talking but you was getting him
Yeah.
together. So
Read
he
this.
probably was
He was probably
in
like,
love with you on sight.
he probably was like,
He
well,
couldn't talk.
he
Look what
probably was like, where's
EAE
the
said.
work at? Why don't you have your head covered
He
and
probably still
let
think
you out
about you,
here?
girl.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, EAE said
it's
you messed
haram.
that up.
You
But
told
you
something
know
you
what? I
haram and
didn't
then you
mess
at
it
the
up.
club.
I
Wait a
didn't mess
minute,
it up because he was married.
back up on the story about that you at the club and he giving you a drink and you haram and this, that, the other. First of all, you ain't supposed to be at the club haram.
Well,
She
first
wasn't
off,
at the
I met
club.
my husband and my wonderful husband. Um, and then I met my other, and then I divorced him, and I met my real wonderful love of my life. So I met her. So it was meant to be. And he's
Right,
so
but you was at the
Soneta's
club
way better
though.
than
You
Denzel
up here
Washington.
like you haram, but you at
Oh
the
yeah.
bar getting drinks and
She said
something.
she
You haram.
chose right.
He probably was thinking in his mind like,
That's right, girl.
probably wanted to cut you out. Like, first
Soneta
of all,
wouldn't have
why
sent me
you
a
even at
bottle of
the club?
champagne
She said
if he's
fumble the
Muslim.
bag. Damn.
Right.
Soneta would have sent me, he would have came up and said, Assalamu alaikum, my sister. I said, oh my
At the
God.
club, and you'd have been
Mm-mm-mm.
like, "Oh my God, I should be wearing my Muslim
I
outfit."
wasn't Muslim. He was.
Right? So are you judging him for being like Muslim, but
Nah,
you ain't
that's right and exact.
Well, when you're 19 or I can't remember how old I was. I
19?
was young.
Yeah.
You just showing off. I was showing off for my friends. I used
I
to do
love
that shit
it.
all the time.
You
That's
could have
why
been
you're
his
not supposed to
second
be over
wife, girl.
righteous,
You could have been
Moshe.
Denzel's second wife.
No, stop.
Nobody had time for them Hollywood games, them
I
Hollywood
don't want to
games.
marry Denzel. I was waiting for the real one. And with that said, what are they doing, Moshe? What are they doing up here? They trying to sabotage me.
Sonetta is probably watching like, what?
Sonetta's like, what the hell?
What
No,
are they talking about?
let me say this.
Need to bring it back to the consciousness.
Oh my Jesus, I'm trying to say one thing. Thank you. No, I'm just kidding. No, Sonetta is actually the one who wanted to record it, and he he loves that crazy story. But go ahead. He loves that story. It's on my channel. Anyway.
I bet he do. I would love it too if my woman or my man was like, you know what I'm saying? I had the
Denzel,
celebrity
honey,
try
that
to
makes
push
me feel
up.
good.
It was Denzel.
Listen, my wife pulled Denzel. Okay?
But I want to say, I didn't pull Denzel because he
Right.
thought I was cuckoo when he left. The look on his face was like,
what?
This bitch crazy.
He's probably not even Muslim. He probably is like.
He's not Muslim, but back then he was
crazy.
thinking of, because he did the Malcolm X movie, and he was like, studying.
So I can see that.
Hilarious. He probably was like, "What the hell is she talking about?"
And
That was
she's
a good story,
beautiful.
though.
She's
That's
so fine.
Okay, I'm gonna close out because it's late. Because I know Moshe is stressed. She's probably sleepy as hell.
I
But
love this.
Moshe, you
No,
sleeping?
wait, I wanted to tell Genesis, y'all, and by the way, that was an amazing story because I love me some Denzel, and he's so righteous. Like he separates. No, honestly, like
he's so sweet.
He seems to be like set apart in the
love
industry.
it.
In this industry,
He is.
But Genesis
He
did
is.
it. I think I've seen her face before as she put up her picture, and it's amazing. Did you ever do like an interview or not an interview, like a pod?
With real life
Live
street
with
stars.
Nature, what's his name, Nature Boy, because I could have sworn she looked so familiar, and he was having like this.
I did talk to him.
He was talking about a temple and the altar thing, and you made a face.
And I was like, why? First of all, back in the day, I said to him, like, you need to like get into the Orisha. I said, I don't know what you guys are doing, and and then he started talking to me all crazy, and I was
he
like,
made
why
no
are you
sense.
yelling? I said, why are you yelling at me?
Right, he makes no sense.
And he looked at the phone. And he said, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Right.
And then the people in the comments were like, he apologized?
Yeah. But the
that
faces you were
Oyas
making
spirit
at
on you
him,
already.
I love how you handled that because he made no sense. He said something, you were saying like, no, your body's your temple. And he goes, well, where's your soul? You were like, in my body. It was just so funny. You have to I have to find that video. That was so funny.
I forgot about that whole time, but I
that
remember
would be so dope to see.
I don't even remember that whole. I don't even know where that video is, but I think the T said that she had remembered that and had that video.
It was on there.
Well, Moshe
I'm
knows
gonna
where it
send
is. She just watched it.
I'm gonna send it out.
So dope.
I have to find it. I know it's in my recent, so I'm gonna find it. But that was the best. I was like,
Moshe
wow, this
was
woman.
doing her research, honey.
I couldn't believe, y'all, that I missed all of this. I'm like, wait a minute, like what? Because I was kind of involved with something in real life similar to this, y'all.
It actually still is out there. That video that when I talked to him.
Yes, I just seen that this morning because yesterday morning because I was up binging to catch up everything that I missed because I missed all of this. I mean, it was a time I think like last week when Napah asked me if. Wow. Yeah, it was good. You really handled that. He made no sense. He was like eating and chewing. He was like, let me ask you something. It was so funny. I mean, it was comedy. He was like, where's your soul? Because he was like, no, he was like, your body's an altar. He made no sense. He was like, your mind is your temple. I was like, what? He just twists stuff. You were just looking at him like, no, it was just so funny.
Well, I looked like he was crazy. Like, what? What?
Yes.
Look at this. Let me show you these weirdos.
I gotta bring this. I want SU. Like, if anybody know who SU is, SU is like.
Look at these weirdos. Excuse me. I gotta show you. This is what I mean about me. Why are they even in here talking to me? It's sick. Shalom, Moshe Yah. Don't you see you're being used? You're gaining traction and views. And she wants to team up to put your candle out and feed off you at the same time. Don't be the help, sis. They is leeches. Okay, listen. First of all,
oh man,
I can't even talk. I don't even know what to say. Is it?
Ow.
I'm leeching off her. So I'm leeching off.
Well, I'm new. My little bit of views.
No, not that. No, it's not about you. Don't put yourself down. Wait. So I'm leeching off this sister because I told her to come in and have a conversation with us over Nature Boy. It's sick. It's like I'm the bad guy, but they don't have nothing to say about Nature Boy.
Don't let her manipulate you, Moshe.
Moshe Yah came in and gave her voice.
We're all sisters
And I could have
learning
easily
and
gone to her
new to
channel
like
and done that.
what?
It's like a sickness. I'm telling you, these people are so. You see how they're trying to plant the seed in her mind.
To me,
Like
they seem
and no
profoundly
one can,
retarded.
and no one can
when there
because
was nothing,
honestly,
nobody's using anybody. We're sitting here talking, and I actually speak to the sister off of YouTube. There's actually a world off of YouTube.
Right.
Oh my God, really? It's
They
like
don't know that.
anyway. So
and you know, I
don't
just want
let
to
her.
say,
Oh, you know I'm a masterman. I'm gonna manipulate you because all the sisters, I manipulate them.
oh
I'm
no,
so
you,
evil.
Why
All
you
the
be
women,
doing that?
I drive the
well,
women away from Sonetter's channel. I'm a master manipulator. You know how many
He
women
knows.
has
Like,
come
I've
in?
met one of the biggest mass manipulators this year. I'm not going to mention the person, but
The man.
it was so funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it's like sad how
I gotta block
this person goes this far. So, I mean, no, I do not think Nepal has anything
Why
in
would I
common
be
with.
manipulating you to come on my channel to have a conversation?
Yeah, and this
It
topic was
wouldn't
good.
be the same without you here, but I could have done, and
this
I
is
do
a
my
great
streams
And
conversation.
this was a
without
Like,
the
productive
sister on my
topic
Yeah.
because this was about
fucking
this.
idiot.
don't make any money off debates. Don't fall for it. This
No,
person,
I'm not
This
going to
was a
debate.
sit down
You, y'all,
after
What
I'm
the
not
show.
in.
hell? Wait, what they say? I had to block them, but what? What they say?
You won't
You won't
make
make
any
any money
money.
off debates. Don't follow it. How did you know that that's what I'm
What?
doing? I've been
Yeah, we're
trying to
not
get her to
debating.
debate me. That's why I'm trying to be kind and loving to her. Let me talk to you about these women. I have to now. I talked about the brothers. Every woman that has been cursed out or called names that I've called names has come in and sucked up to me and acted like she's my friend and then hung up with me and either sent her naked private parts to my husband or talked about me like a dirty dog on the phone with him right after she hangs up with me. And guess who's shown me? Him. And I still sit back and say, okay, she doesn't know I know. And it's not like, oh, she thinks everybody wants Sonetter. No, I don't think everybody wants Sonetter. But if you're going to pretend to be my sister and my friend, be my sister and my friend. If you want to be the HOK queen, just ask me. I'll move over for you. There you go. Have it. Don't come in and say, oh, I love you. Oh, you're my sister. That's what they
That
always do
part.
to me. They always come in trying to be, you don't have to pretend to be my friend. If you want to sit up there and you want to be the co-host and the queen and you want to be the third, fourth, what, just come in and say, hey, I don't have any problem with you, Napah. I'm not trying to be your friend, but I would love to be on the HOK.
you know what's so crazy? You know, let me tell you
I
something.
respect that.
Since I've known you, Napah, have you ever seen me trying to like move you out the way to be on Sonetter's panel or anything
No,
like
it's
that?
not. I'm gonna answer that with this. Since I've known you, have I ever tried to drive you away from Sonnet, or have I said, "Come on in and work with them"?
No, because
Which one? No. Have I told you I want you to come on in and work with Sonnet?
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, but they say they
You
try to
literally
make.
said that to me too. Like when we first started
Yeah.
talking about the cult stuff, you was like, you know what? I'm gonna talk to Sonetta about your brother David and the things and let him know that this is the what girl and like it was positive. It wasn't like, oh, yeah. Well, it wasn't a vibe of negativity or manipulation. Since the first time we spoke and every time after that, we've had not to me, we've had like
Right.
really good interactions as women and I love it
Right,
because
and I
it's what
appreciate
I
that.
do
So,
crave. It's what I
so
do want.
thank you. And with the sister Moshe, yeah, she's a
I w-
beautiful sister,
Thank
beyond
you, sis.
understanding. I didn't know
You
she was
too.
so spiritual. However, I do want to say it's hard
Yeah.
to make friends in this community because there's
Yeah.
always somebody who's trying to, male or
They
female.
feel like they can like do better. Like that's
Yeah,
weird.
or they
So
just they
crazy.
just have a weird, something happens with them when you, even when they think they're sincere, they come in and they try to manipulate me. So
Because they already
anybody,
had that in mind to do that. They already was like on some
I'm
bullshit to
still waiting
begin
to
with.
see who I manipulated. I'm still waiting for the bitch to come forward.
Yeah,
Yes, I
where's the
said bitch.
Carfax?
Come forward, because this is what I'm saying. I get very emotional about this. You're trying to paint me as a woman who hates women when bitches come and backstab me every time I meet them. I'm saying bitches. Yes, I said it. A bitch will sit in my face and tell me she loves me, she's my friend, and I'll hang up and she's been recording my phone call. And she takes it over to Sonnet or to the internet. Look at what Napah said and did.
Yeah, this can be a
Oh my
wicked. You know what I
gosh.
notice about this YouTube a lot? Because guys, you know me, like I'm so new kind of to
Right.
technology, and this is
And
my.
they
I
want to
want
bring
people to
you to
know.
the negative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not my intention to debate, by the way, everyone, because I don't want to, and I told people this, Zion Lex, Sonetta, Napah, or, I'm not into the debating thing. My whole thing, even on other podcasts before, was to just shine my light as we all are supposed to do. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
In love, in peace. And, we all are growing, evolving, trying to find the creator. And again, that goes with mercy and truth. And at the end of the day, I mean, I've been around some real vicious groups of
Oh,
men, women, but this, I gotta say,
this is worst.
Nepal, you are
The
amazing.
worst.
You ladies are
Thank you. I
amazing.
love you.
And
Thank
this
you.
was an encouraging topic too, because
Yeah, we
I'm
needed to
seeing
celebrate.
this in real freaking time. We see this in real time in many
Yeah.
different places. And y'all had a front seat to this. And I didn't even know about like the way this all happened. So, the negativity, we're gonna push it aside because I
Yeah,
don't
but
want people to think that this is. Some people get caught up in this and they're like thinking about. My intentions is definitely not money on this freaking app because I don't really even want to be in the.
nobody's trying to
It's
make
crazy.
look, nobody's getting rich off debates. But let me say this to you
Right.
really quickly. I want to also with you,
And it's
Moshe.
tough.
The way they do, Moshe. Remember when Sonetter's like, I want you guys to get up on the panel, and I
Yeah.
want you to talk about Deuteronomy 21 because I got to defend myself because I'm so
Yeah.
tired. You don't know how many times like them coming in here saying, "Don't let her manipulate you." When he's had that suggestion, which was great because he loves that topic. What did I say to you and to
Yeah,
him?
you were like not ready, not yet. You were like, I'm not really into that. We got to build on
Yeah, I don't want to come
our
in
bond of
arguing with her.
sisterhood. You were like, it's so much other things to talk about. I
Thank
mean,
you.
so true because that's what the audience would want to see. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It reminds me of like wrestling, the WWF back in the day.
Oh, there are some sisters that I will bust their pinatas, but they want to debate. But
Yeah.
I'm saying I never wanted with her, even when I told you like don't do what you did before. I was
Oh yeah,
suggesting
yeah.
out of love, and I but
And you were right about that.
and
Can
you
I
know what?
share that? But I'm not going to tell the whole
Okay, don't.
detail.
But that's okay because we're good. But the thing is, I was thinking of her best interest, and this isn't me tooting my horn. Like, don't you see I love sisters? The point that I'm making is
Yeah, yeah.
I wish somebody would do that shit for me. I'm not getting
That's true.
emotional. I'm not trying to cry. Where
Aw.
are you? Where are you women? You
Yeah.
and I know that has to be a dumbass person. I'm not gonna curse. You're in here talking about I manipulate. Show me who I've manipulated. Nobody. I'll show you how many women were sitting on the internet right now, and I brought them in and showed them love, and they're sitting there talking shit about me in Sonnetter's ear. Oh, she's doing this to you. Oh, I can't believe she's doing this, and I'm not coming to HOK because of her. But these bitches are sitting on I said it, sitting on the internet doing their thing, and they came in through me. Yes, they did. I don't care if they had shows before. They came in through me because I brought them and I said, I love you. So where am I? I'm so tired of this Napah. But guess what? I did want to say to Moshe Yah and to Oya and to Genesis. I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep on loving sisters, and I'm just
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall back because you know what I'm gonna do. I've been doing this.
Yes.
I'm in the HOK. I can go in there and teach anytime I want. But when sisters want to come in, I'm gonna stay back in the cut and let them do their thing. I'm deliberately not hitting the panel when you're up there. You know why?
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna have anybody put it in your head. She's just trying to compete with you. Like this fool who's in here. Why? Not because I give a damn about what the audience thinks. They're always gonna talk about me because I care about what she thinks. And that's why I'm talking so much. Because I don't like them coming in to a build where they hated to see
Yeah.
sisters getting along.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful. I mean, it's
So
just so
anyway,
beautiful because we can see that we're
yeah, I feel
exposing.
it.
I feel like this is all divine. You know what I mean?
It is.
Because People don't know that in the background we actually knew someone in common, and it's just beautiful the
It's
way it
beautiful.
all transfolded and the purpose. I think the reason why we didn't also want to debate is because we're on the same kind of team on,
Yeah, we could
the
debate, but
compression.
I don't want to do it. And you know
Why are
what?
we just
Listen,
agreeing with each other? Y'all like, oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
you right. Yeah, you
We're
right.
doing the
You
same
right.
freaking thing. You know what's
well,
amazing? One guy ran away from Napah it was a debate. I forget the brother's name. And
Brother
then
Ali, shout out to
Sonetta
Ali.
said, yeah, shout out to brother Ali. Sonetta, and this was like 2-3 months ago. And Sonetta was like, another person will do the same thing. I get on the panel one night and a guy did the same exact the same guy he said
This,
would do it literally left. So, we're doing it. I mean, it's all out of love, but we're doing this to bring truth. The sisters' voices do
I'm
need to
not
be
going to stop
heard.
the sisterhood this time. I'm going to continue going through it. I'm going to continue picking up the sisters and the ones who will come in who just, hey, you just wanted to come in because you wanted to get close to the king of consciousness. That's good. You do you. But I'm going to continue having faith in sisterhood. I'm going to. So this person in here, I know I used the B word, but it needed to be said. But I'm sorry to those who are offended by the person here coming in
Hey,
saying, "Oh,
that's not the B word. That's the dog.
That's a
the
dog
dog word."
star.
But at the end of the day, we had a great build. We're celebrating. Let me do my pop up. Boom,
Yeah.
boom,
Oh,
boom,
eh,
boom.
he's
He's
in
going to prison
jail.
for a
He's
whole
in prison. Oh,
lifetime
yes,
plus
prison, not
10
jail. He's
years.
been in jail. He's going to prison.
Yes.
A life sentence plus 10, baby.
And this is
Yep.
fun.
Yep.
It's a little late. Poor Moshe. She's over there in New York, and it's almost 3 in
Oh,
the morning.
You
yeah.
ladies,
I
this was a
absolutely.
blessing.
And you know what? We're gonna do it again.
This
And
was
come
great.
on back,
Yes.
you y'all.
Fun, Moshe,
This
y'all.
was good at a sip
Yes.
down. Your sip
I
down
hope
was
that you
sipping, baby.
subscribe to
This
my
was
channel
amazing.
because I got like more videos coming up. I got like some more stuff coming.
And subscribe to
Um,
my channel too.
Yes, I have to
Yeah.
subscribe to you ladies. Yes, I'm go. How do I? Yes, as soon as we come
Drop your
off, I
link.
am
Since
subscribing.
you have a wrench, now you can drop your link to your channel in the
Yes, send me
chat.
the channels. I'm
And
such a noob here.
drop where's your go to your channel and get the link.
Yeah, let me go
Mine says
now.
join the
And then
chat.
you know how to
Hold
copy
on.
and paste it, right? And then drop it in
Yep.
the and that's funny, yeah. Like I'm using the sister. I
Yes.
ain't much, but come on now, I'm the clout motherfucker. What you talking about? Like I'm sharing the clout with her, so
Yeah,
she
it's
can
like
be
building.
like this is weird. Like they're like she's using you.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't trying to pull myself down, but I'm so new to this. Like
You're
I'm
not,
such
yeah,
a
no, because
a
you're a
I
90s
goddess.
can
That's why I
baby.
wouldn't
do
let you do that.
I'm
But
like,
no,
oh
I was
man,
joking.
thank you, Nepal. You was like, don't, but I'm
I'm
like,
not
no,
even
let
clout.
me
I'm
just
just
use my
joking. But
little
I'm
page.
thinking like, damn.
I just have a bunch of people that'll probably attack you on there because a lot of them are and I'm not coming for the Hebrew camps, but a lot of them who come for
Yeah,
me are from the camps, and it's the same kind of spirits that come after her as
it's
well,
sad.
and a lot of us women, and I'm not saying every man in the camp, but whoo,
They're gonna send you
so
shit about me,
so
just
coming up
like they do
on
with Sonetter. They're gonna be like,
yeah,
like that. Nepal's gonna listen. Ask Zion Lex about me. Zion, you better say something good though. No, Zion is my brother. Zion's
yeah,
cool. Zion's cool.
yeah,
But
Zion
yeah,
Lex.
Zion Lex. Shout
let's
out to
all like give
Zion.
like a outro for each other.
I need an outro. I need a this was like an improv, but I want to do it. Moshe, you're gonna come back
Yes,
and do my you're gonna be on my sip down.
yes. When are you guys having it? This
I'm gonna
week
do
is
it again officially. I really
yes,
I had this will be my third run of my sip down. I'll do it and then I'll cancel. I'll stop doing it and then I'll do another. Like I'll bring
yeah,
another season in. So this will be like the third season, and this will be
Okay.
like the best season.
yes,
So
and I'm
I'm gonna
loving
get an
this.
official intro and an outro, and it felt good. I loved it. I loved
This
having.
was yeah,
Oh yeah, I like you know what I like that.
yeah.
Oh yeah, doesn't. I love there's no. Sometimes the echo chamber is like, well, I don't think so. I like that. I like that. I like your energy. I like that energy. I
I
was like,
just
what
be
you talking about my
listening.
sister Megan for?
And I love Megan. I think she's gorgeous. I just, I be paying attention. It's like I be picking up on like the perspectives of others, and I be like, and for me, to me, it's meaning we're not a monolith. So black women like her, who are free spirited, who do have beautiful bodies, who are beautiful, do get sometimes handled and put in certain, spaces and places and certain conversations are had.
Right. Let me give you a wrench so you can drop your channel.
Oh, I don't
I'm
even know how
wrenching
to
them.
do
Oh
that.
my
I'm
gosh,
trying to
I went
figure
off,
this
y'all.
out.
I got, I can be a little
Yes,
wild.
the black
I
cat.
know y'all are like, she's wild. I'm not wild. I'm not. I
I
was
don't think
wild the
you're
other night.
wild.
But anyway, I won't talk about that. Peace.
Yeah.
Dark, dark, I love you.
This was
Thank you
beautiful.
again.
Later.
And by the
Later,
way, you
beautiful
y'all, I
lady.
did not block you. Y'all didn't block you. Y'all did I?
Oh, you y'all. I don't want you y'all to think, because you know another thing, y'all. People from the Bible, I would say world would think, oh man, what is she doing and stuff like that. But I go forth everywhere and hang out with many souls, and these are some beautiful, lovely ladies. From my
I love the
experience,
word.
I loved it, and we were
Yeah, I hang
building.
I'm in the Bible community as well. And let me say this. Um,
Yeah,
as you know, Christ, he didn't he went around everybody. It's about
exactly.
what you're
Yeah.
gonna bring. So
Yep.
And he was
And I'm
Isaiah
gonna say
thirty
direct
this,
two
and
and,
I
twenty
can't
and
speak
says,
confident
into
with
this,
it.
but I am a priest in the Orisha tradition. So even
okay,
though
that's good.
yes,
That's
I
what
don't think.
Moshe was talking about.
I do
Yeah,
like to
yeah.
say that is I am a Orisha priest, Oya
I
priest.
love it.
That's right.
But people act like we can't build, and it's such a separation. They don't realize that that's what religion did, is separate
Hmm.
everyone with all these many different religions. And so I want to say this was very refreshing to be around you ladies, because I'm
Oh.
always on masculine
Yeah.
podcast, and I'm always holding on to my seat, like, oh my goodness, this is so uncomfortable. What are they gonna say next? Oh my goodness. So this was amazing, and I'm so thankful
Yeah.
for this night,
I
ladies.
love it.
You're very welcome, and this is actually your home.
So
You're my
much love and
sister,
respect.
and you know what? You yeah, I could tell this is a
I'm
sister. You
gonna,
yeah, don't be a coward. Don't sit in the chat and talk
I'm
about
gonna say,
me.
you know what?
Hit
Come
the
on up.
panel. Hit
Come
the
on, baby.
panel. Hit the
Sit
panel, boo boo. I promise I will not curse you out tonight.
tonight.
I'm just kidding.
I
You
just
don't have
want
to
you
hit
to
the
know
panel. I'm not gonna
I
even
love
block
you.
you.
Tonight.
Something in my spirit says, "Don't block you, y'all." Poor baby coming in with all that madness. You almost sounded like, oh yeah, earlier talking about, and they acted, and they not really mad. I'm just kidding. You know.
Yeah. And I
We're
don't want
here
people to
about
think that
it.
I'm gonna be, you
We got
know,
Oya and we got you, yeah.
I
Come
was
on,
just saying, wait a minute, we got oh yeah talking people,
come on,
and
you,
then
yeah.
we got
Come
oh
on, yeah.
yeah.
So speak your mind. What you got to say? Come on now.
Anyway, what were you
yeah,
saying, Moshe? Go ahead and close out so you can get some sleep.
yeah,
Say your
yeah.
final closeout.
I just wanted to say, this is I mean, it's a great build up, and y'all, with you too. I love all my Hebrews, all my Shebrews. I'm all about peace and building, and I stay true to who I am. These lovely ladies stay true to who they are, and my prayers is that we all can just now, just build and grow. That's what it's all about.
Ache.
So,
Ache.
I'm thankful for everyone. I'm thankful for the opportunities, and even with the men on the men panels. I mean, this is not the thing. The thing is that I work so much in the secular world that I'm not going to be able to really be on the YouTube world as much, but I
Yeah,
will
good for
be
you.
back with my light, because I want to be in the real world, in on the YouTube.
Don't quit your day job for YouTube, baby.
Right, right, right. Because it gets stressful too. And with these lovely ladies, what y'all do, even, it's easy to say, oh, this person is this person is that. But to get up there and do it, as y'all know, as you know, Nepal, Zion Marley, Lauryn Hill's son, is like my closest brother.
Yeah,
And his mother went through a lot. They tarnished her name
yeah.
for years. I mean, he got teased in school because of that. And
Wow.
she stood up, and even now people still make noise about her, forgetting she has 6 children. Like, she's late, she's late,
Wow.
she's late. But they gotta understand that industry demands a lot from artists. And at the end of the day, we can all judge, but it's easier to judge online or behind, like, I mean, just say anything without knowing the person or their struggles. And
Being totally ignorant.
yeah,
I had
yeah,
no idea that she had 6 children until I saw an article. I was like,
Yeah.
God damn, 6 children.
right, 6 children. And
Right.
people
Honey, it's
She
still
hard for
love
me to get
that
up in the
receive
man.
morning.
empty.
Listen, I got like a 6 year old and like a 16-year-old. It's hard for me to get up in the morning and get them off to school in time. So let alone
Yeah,
like, come on now.
Oh, I'm so
yeah,
glad those
yeah,
Right.
ladies are
And by the
behind
way,
me.
you don't know if you Yah is a Hebrew or who you Yah is. So let's be real. You Yah, you're gonna
right.
have to come on in and introduce yourself to Moshe since you're trying to protect her from the big bad and blue. Anyway, so with that said, peace. I shared this is the sister
Yeah,
Moshe Yah's channel. Why don't you
yeah.
go
I'm
Thank
definitely gonna
subscribe to
tap
Yah?
in.
Since I'm such a manipulator, you bring all the people, help the sister out, build her channel up, take her link and send her, start working, get her channel up. Yeah. So she can get, get the vibration that of the Hebrew sisters. I think that's a woman, so I hope it is. But I, like I said, I feel a loving vibe for this person, even though they came in bearing false witness, which is very, very serious Torah offense against Torah, right, Moshe?
Oh yeah, they always say that to me too. It's so funny. Like, you're bearing false witness. I'm like, I didn't even say anything. I didn't even say.
They are crazy. But I wanted
It's
to
so
say,
funny.
yeah, I don't see your channel.
I don't know how to put the exact
Genesis, you
link in
shared a
there.
StreamYard. Excuse me, sweetie. You shared a StreamYard link, Genesis.
Yeah, I don't know how to exactly share my
Hold
channel.
on.
Some in the
Oh,
StreamYard
Genesis, I'm
yet.
Go to your
subscribed to that.
channel, and then when you go to your main homepage at the top with the link, just copy it and bring it back and paste it.
Oh, I didn't share my channel. I shared the streamer. Okay,
And the
sorry.
black
Anyway,
gem.
Moshe, get some rest. Bless you.
Yes,
Yeah,
blessings to you,
I told
ladies.
you it gets a little crazy over here. Didn't I tell you?
And I'm ready for that because you see what they were saying about me on those, even before Sonetta's podcast and Zion Lex, they'd be like, I suffer not a woman, or certain things. But it's people change next week. They'll probably be thinking different. That's how I'm looking at everything now. Especially even going back to this nature boy. Oh, thank you, Kush. Love you much.
Lovely.
Hey, sister, shout out to the sister and all of the family in there, all of y'all beautiful lights and souls. Remember, we're all a light here. You know what I mean? Anyone you meet in your life, everyone here is a light and a messenger for the creator. So be your best selves, and I think Napah, you definitely put on. You are definitely supportive for the ladies. You ladies are definitely supportive. And I didn't hear anyone bash the women. I've heard of many people say they're dumb. They're dumb. They should have left. They're dumb. Why would they do that? So I really love
Oh
this. This was
no,
beautiful.
yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah, people were doing that today. I heard. I
Yeah,
was like,
that's
what?
the problem. That's what we're speaking against. We're not doing that anymore. Now we do love the brothers. Look, I do go in on. There's times when I go in on the truth about sisters, but this is a problem. Even this sister, I think it's you, yeah, as a sister. Maybe it's a man, but stop with this whole trying to. You see women getting along. Don't come in here. Let me try to break this up. I can't stand all this beautiful feminine energy. Like, please let us come on, let us live. So with that said, thank you for being here. We'll do another. Hopefully, I'll get in touch with you. I mean, not hopefully.
Yes, we will be in touch. I will definitely call you tomorrow, sis. This
Wait a
was
minute.
beautiful.
They want to give you some more warnings. Love you too, sis Moshe. Be careful around these people. It's all play.
Be careful. We're gonna get you. We're gonna
Oh, you know what? I'm making fun, but guess what? You're absolutely right.
She
And I've
said
told the
these
sister that to her
people.
many times. I said, this is the worst and the best. Don't tell your business. I wish somebody would have told me that. Don't come in very guarded. Don't think people are your friends. It's sad. You let
So
people
true.
show who they are to you. And
Yeah,
I
that's
wish
true.
somebody would have said that to me.
She's saying these
and
people and don't even know me.
be very careful around people like you, yeah, because a
Yeah.
person that warns you is also a person that's thinking in that way. Like,
Talk about it.
I was like, no one was thinking negative until this person. So to me, like a
Yeah.
person, watch out. Like that's what their thoughts are. That is like the hermetic principles right there. I mean, everybody got like their other thing, but like read this book called what's it called? The Four Agreements, right?
Yes.
So when a person has a problem with you, it's really them that's got the problem. It's not you, right? So if she has a
Right.
problem with you, it's really not you, it's her. So she's got a problem.
Yeah.
Whoever Yuya is, you know?
I just want to say yes. Go ahead.
That
Go ahead.
part.
But and I want to say this to be like you said, it was I'm glad Yuya's here to say, even though you change the energy, but it's still beautiful. Yuya, thank you so much for warning the sister. Where were you when I came in?
And me in life. Where was the you guys in my life? You right about that, sis.
No, I mean it because I told Genesis when I first met Genesis, which I met her last year. I think it was in September. I love this woman. She's a sister. She's rare. And like Moshe,
Yeah.
I believe you're going to be one of, I prayed for it. I believe you're going to be one of those people. And I said, Genesis, look at they're using you. Didn't I said, these people aren't your friends. You can tell when somebody's not your friend when they want so much from you and they don't want to give anything back.
Yeah, that's so true.
Okay, and let's leave it at that. When you have a friend, you give and they give back. And then sometimes you don't even know what's coming from. And then if you're a friend, you just give and give. When I sit and I think of any person, because it's not about me trying to prove myself and what does the internet think about me? I have to answer to the highest power, the unfathomable God, whatever name you give. And see, I know when I do good to people and then they do me wrong, God's on my side. God's not on their side. But if I do wrong to some people, then I'm scared because God's not on my side. Does that make sense to
Yep,
y'all?
that's right. Yeah.
God's not on my side. So I like for God to be on my side because I get done dirty a lot. And I just sit back and say, okay, I'm waiting for God to get them.
I want to show this. This is the 4 agreements. Remove. Could you take that one thing off?
Oh, sorry. That, and I wanted to say thank you. Yes, Kush. Keep praying for that because jealousy can happen even amongst the most loving family members, moms, dads, children. So go ahead.
So it's a book called The 4 Agreements. It really is only got about 50 pages in it, or like maybe 100, right? So each chapter, it's only 4 chapters in the whole book, right? And this is what it says. Be impeccable with your word. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using words to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word to offer love. Never use it to cause fear or pain in another or yourself. Okay, that's the first agreement, right? Don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a result of their own dream or perception of their rules. We all make rules about how things should be, but when you are immune to the opinion and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. Don't make assumptions. Find the quiet courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. Always do your best. The best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse and regret.
Oh my goodness, that was so beautiful. What
I love
wow.
that.
I want to say thank you so much for sharing that. I need that. I'm not, you know what, y'all, come on, hold me up. Hold me up, family. Thank you for that. I love you, Genesis. I love you, Moshe Yah. And I love
I
you,
love
Oya.
you
And
all.
I love you
you,
guys
Yah, I
too.
love you too. I love you. If you're a sister, I really love you. Get to know me.
Yeah.
Don't just listen to the internet, baby. It won't bring you the 4, it won't how do you say, align with the 4 agreements. And first off, I'm gonna say this too. It won't align with what the unfathomable, most high, whatever you say, Yahweh, all whatever, the names you put on the highest power. It won't align with what's good for you. So I love you. Mwah. Peace. Assalamu
Peace
alaikum.
and love, y'all.
Gratitude and
She's so
wholeness.
sleepy.
Talk to you
She's
later.
so
Yeah,
tired. I
I'm
can tell.
sitting
You
here
know how
like,
I know you're tired, Moshe?
because I'm
This
usually
woman
hyped.
is a firecracker. Okay.
I'm usually like, wait a minute.
She's like,
But
peace and love. She talks so fast and she's got so many ideas. She's like,
oh my
peace.
goodness, forgive me, y'all, because I was up since 5:30 this morning,
Go to
and this
sleep.
is because I was going in about that Nature Boy stuff. I couldn't. I'm sorry, but I was stuck. Like I can't believe because I don't watch any. I binge from movies, binge from the internet as if I'm living off the grid. I know that's strange, but it really
No.
helps me to stay. And looking at this, I'm like, what? Like this is who you and my mom she put me on. She was like, you didn't know about this? I'm like, no. My mom knows more. She's more hip than me. She's always
That's
like, you didn't
awesome.
know.
Good for you. Well, I
So I'm
want
like
you to
a
get some
grandma.
rest because
Yeah,
you need
thank
it.
It's
you.
And
my email. Please send me that video because I'm like, dude, I forgot.
Oh yes,
yes, get her
That
yes.
would
email.
be so
Put
good
your
to
email in the
have.
private chat for her.
Oh yes. I
Moshe, do
mean,
you do Shabbat, right? This is your Shabbat?
yes, it is. It is. Yes, I do
Well, this
Shabbat.
was church.
I
We
was
just had
teaching all night, so forgive me. That's why I was so tired today. But I love this, and this was an amazing topic because this is a growing problem. These
yeah,
cults in every different religion, and it can be a religion that these people make up. So this is a great
it's a
topic.
religion.
Okay, I have
Yes,
your email, Genesis. Okay, let me see.
awesome. And I'm gonna go let you go. I'm gonna kick you out because you will
Yes.
not go to sleep.
Later, ladies.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat
y'all.
shalom and
Gratitude and
Ashe,
wholeness. Shabbat shalom.
Yes.
oh,
Ashe.
Good
All
night,
the
y'all.
greetings of love and
Egun.
yeah,
peace and
Moshe, all that
I'm
stuff.
so
Yeah.
tired. So blessings to you, sisters. Yes, we're gonna do this again. And y'all don't forget to tune in again, baby. Oh, I got triggered a couple times, y'all. Y'all don't even know how. Oh God, I just get triggered. Oh yeah, you know what the beautiful story is between you and me?
What?
You used to be a y'all once upon a time.
I
Give me a
I
kiss.
was.
Mwah.
No, for real. I
Tell
was.
the story. This is my
It wasn't even just the
tell
Princella
them
stuff.
what you used to do. Used to be in my
It was
chat,
just
in my
yeah,
comments. First of
it
all,
was like I was like this woman is and see I didn't it's like it's funny for someone like me who really does do her research when you align yourself with fraudulent people, it's like
yeah,
you suspend all your good judgment. You suspend all the
yeah,
characteristics that I'm a researcher. Like I research with spirit, I research with the library. I know how to get to the nitty gritty of a situation. But with you, I did no research. Anything on the surface, anything someone said about you bad, I didn't care who it was. I was there. I was like, yep, because Princella said it, and I know it, and it's probably true. And it was
you hear
horrible.
this?
It
Let me
was
get you out here.
horrible. It was that's what you call being willfully ignorant. That's what you call being a follower where it don't count. And to be honest, that's what the lady was saying. Like when you be in I grew up in a cult. So it's sometimes I have to work at not going behind BS. I be woman enough at my big age of 43 to say that even now I have to do the work to make sure I'm not following the
Yeah, me too.
sensational
We all
and the
do.
profane because it's exciting versus dealing with what's more righteous and whole because it may not be as exciting and then I'm very much onto my dark goddess path. I'm very much into
Me
dark
too.
wisdom. So the fact that I didn't even apply those principles when it came to, but I'm
It's
toxic
okay.
loyalty and I was very loyal to Princella on site. Like I was a Princellite. I was. I can
Well,
admit that.
you're back to being. Oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
loving.
I'm back to
Let's do this
yeah.
together. And even Moshe yeah left the panel. For you, yeah, if it's a woman or a man, let's love our soul child, children, our soul children. I gotta
Yes.
love my soul child. My soul child is so. If there was a soul child CPS, I would be in trouble.
Girl, I feel
I don't
you.
take
Well,
care of my soul.
my last thing I want to say is that unfortunately, I was working for like the thing to like do something with
Prince
you know, no, a presidential candidate.
Oh, what we're supposed to talk about that? What happened?
Well, actually, it turned
I
out
thought
good
they brought
because
you into the campaign.
they did, but the person I was going to do the town hall with, like, took me off of because of the things
Oh,
that
you
were going.
talking about what you already told me? That crazy guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
So what's a blessing is that now I have access to the campaign, like,
don't,
uh,
don't,
you
don't.
know. So I believe that there's like some things in the future that we could be able to do. So
Yeah,
we
definitely.
could like
Yeah.
really like start planning and start trying to put some things together. So I'm
Yeah,
Now
thinking
I'm over here
now
doing the
now
robot
that
in
my
bed.
attention is not on that town hall, maybe I should be putting
Yeah.
together another town hall. Where
Yes, I support that. 1,000. That's all I talk about with you. Like it's
God
time to do
told
another
me that
town hall.
one door closed, another door open. So
and
That's
they
right.
closed so the other
And a
one can open.
window and the garage door open and a car pull up and somebody open the window with the sage burning. I'm trying to tell you, be a whole thing happening. Barbecue be going in the backyard. Sis, contrast is good.
As we close the chapter, and I'm being serious, of pain and suffering and torture and abuse, mentally, physically, of all these, so many people, men and women and children, from Nature Boy, as we close that, and we know tonight, I mean it, when you sleep, everybody who's listening, just think about it, how he's getting what he deserves, and these people feel justice has been served for them.
That portal has been closed.
Oh, I
And
love
can
it.
sleep a little safer knowing he's not has no chance of being on the
So
street.
good. Feels so good. She can sleep and say, "He took this from me, but now he's going to." Every time I think, I'm sorry. Every time I think about me in prison, plus 10, I feel like, yeah, I'm on it. I just want to get up and dance. I love that Polite is in prison. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we know, we know. I so want to play that. I know YouTube's gonna be like, actually, you cannot. I'm gonna play it, but you know what I want to say. I'm glad Nature Boy. I'm glad Polite. Who else? Come on, help me out.
Dr. York got like 300 years. Yep, he good.
Dr.
He where he
York,
need to be at. Or Rashad Jamal, he where he need to be at.
Bishop, what's it? Rest in peace, sweet daddy. Grace.
Him too.
What's his name? Sweet dad, not sweet. It's the
Guru Jagged. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out to the sister, the Voodoo Bay. We got to talk to her. I want to talk to her.
Yeah, sweet daddy. Something just passed away during the whatever there was. When you watch the Voodoo Bay thing, you'll find out that the sweet daddy Grace, he passed away. Now they got a new sweet daddy Grace. So
she is definitely a woman of power.
Hey. Nature Boy's going to prison for all this the rest of his life.
Millie whop into this right now.
Hey.
Yeah, we know. Come on, Nature Boy, stay in prison. Yay! Yeah, wow.
I'm twerking. Oop, oop, oop. And my room is so dark you would not be able to see me.
Nature Boy, what's up?
I'm twerking, so I need to stay off camera. Hey.
Hey, I used to be a raver back in the day. So.
Locked up.
Polite is in prison too.
Locked up.
Won't let him out. Hey.
All right.
We have a good time.
I can't believe that they're doing that. This is God.
We're dancing.
Praise God on Shabbat.
That's
Praise
right.
God. By
Praise
the way,
and worship, baby.
We were doing something for the people. Thank you. Anyway, yes, this is for all the survivors of carbonation.
For real.
Even for the sisters. Don't do that. Come on now. No, really. To the sisters who were sitting in the drone, y'all, they caught cases for this bum.
They with the drones, the colors of jail outside.
Hopefully they'll get leniency because their minds weren't right. I love you, sisters out there.
I love you too.
God bless you.
Good night, everyone. Good night,
good night, everybody. And we're ending this. Jam on it, Nature Boy.
Gratitude and wholeness.
Wait, we still got more work to do.
Sure do.
We're coming for you. I see you, Tarka Bay. I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna work hard to get your ass locked up, and stolen mine you as well, and anybody else who has offended women out here. All you predators.
That last part, especially.
Peace.